Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, chat? We got ourselves a little bit of time here before the matches kick off. Four matches are fully underway. Let's run some breaking point games because we're not going to be live as long today. We're not going to be live as long today. So we can run some breaking point games early here. Get those done. Otherwise, I would save them for later. If anything, though, I'm going to start with the gridlock because that always takes the longest for me. So I'm going to start with the gridlock. We didn't do it yesterday. Let's see here. We got teamed with gunless in the CDL, teamed with methods in the CDL, at least one ring, not from the United States, CDL All Star, and Minnesota Rocker. Yo, what's good, Destiny? Teamed with gunless, not from the United States. Let's see. Gunless only played for Huntsman and LAG, I believe. So, not from the US. Let's see. Who was on Huntsman? It was Gunless, Pristini, Arcides, Scump, and Formal. So it can't be anyone from the Huntsman team. I'm missing a team that Gunless played for in the CDL. Played for Huntsman. Played with LAG. And I'm missing a team? In MW3, he played for somebody? Who did he play for in MW3? What? He got picked up late. That's what I figured. I genuinely don't remember seeing Gunless in MW3. Um my only thought would be like Legion. My only other thought would be like Legion. But I don't remember him on Legion. So LAG for sure. Did he Rocker? Oh, that's right. I knew it was a purple team. I knew it was a purple team. So, but I don't remember who that team was. That's the other problem. Um, teamed with Gunless in the CDL and not from the United States. I don't think Silly is Silly from the US? No, literally though, Destiny. Like there's so many purple teams, it feels like at this point. Um Teamed with Gunless. I think I don't remember. Is Silly not from the US? Is Silly European? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should do some of the easier ones first. Not from the US, team with methods in the CDL. Well, Zinni. Okay, this one we could do Kleenex or Insight or Bance, I believe. I think any one of those three could be here. Could be here. Um None of them can be here though. Or Cammy. Yeah, Cammy as well. Forgot he was on that Ultra team before they went back to 4v4. Even when they did go back to 4v4, he was still on that team. But then Methods was dropped, I thought. So here, maybe we go. Well, let's see. We also need a CDL All Star, but that could be anyone from the Breach team as well, since he played for Breach as well. But I think the CDL All Stars, this would probably be Kleenex. So I might go Kleenex here because I'm pretty sure Kleenex has been an All Star. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they did. They're almost their whole team was not from the US, actually. It's kind of crazy. Um Rocker and teamed with Methods in the CDL. This has got to be Nero, right? Nero was on Rocker, wasn't he? I believe. Here we go. Let's I'll do Cammy actually. I'll do Cammy. And then see the gunless ones are going to be harder cuz I don't remember gunless's teams. Let's go Nero here. And then Rocker, at least one ring we can go attach. Attach. CDL All-Star, at least one ring. We can go Stellium. Not from the US, at least one ring. We can go Paco. We can go Paco. Now it's all down to the gunless row. Let's see. Who did gunless play with that was a CDL All-Star? Did gunless play with Hook on the LAG squad? Because what? It was Hook, Spart, Asim, and Slasher that won in Vanguard. Was it Vanguard? Yeah, Vanguard. Because if Gunless played with Hook at all, then I would put Hook. But I don't recall him playing with Hook. You think so, Destiny? Let's see. So here I'm thinking Silly if he's not from the US, which I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking Silly here. I guess why am I thinking about this too much? I could just pick fucking Scump. I could just pick Scump or Arcides. I'm looking too much into that. I don't know why. Uh and then Rocker. Who did he play with on Rocker? Teamed with Gunless in the CDL and played for Rocker. So I guess this one they didn't have to play alongside one another on Rocker at that time. They just had to play alongside Gunless at some point and also play on Rocker. Which, if I'm not mistaken, I think Silly also fits that. Um, did Assault ever play with Gunless? I'm just gonna go Silly here and hope it's right. He's from the US. Um Who did Gunless play with? That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the tough one. Did he ever play with Bance? You could throw Bance in there if he did. Uh God, I don't remember. Don't remember who he played with. I feel like he might have played with Paul X. I feel like he might have played with Paul X. I feel like I might not be able to get this one. I'm not really sure. This one I tried silly, that didn't work, so I can't really remember who else he's played with. If he played with Asim, would Asim work here? I just don't remember if he played with Asim or not. But then for rocker, I was thinking maybe Paul X, but I don't remember if he teamed with Paul X in the CDL. See, I don't remember a lot of these things. This is why I do Thieves Talk, because I only I only know Thieves players. I only know about the Thieves and their history. I am a Thieves ball knower. I may not be as good of a league ball knower. MW3 rocker rookie. MW3 was that Linz? Was Linz the rocker rookie? And did Linz team with him? I just don't have a good enough memory for it. Like, there's certain things that are so niche that I'm like, yo, I don't remember that. It is Linz. I see. I don't remember. I don't remember Linz playing with Gunless. Straight up. Teamed with Gunless in the CDL. Yo, what's up, Robbie? Good to see you. Teamed with Gunless in the CDL. It's obviously not any of the. Well, was Arcity? No, Arcities was never on Rocker, was he? Pristini might have been though. Was Pristini on Rocker at one point before he dropped out? Because Arcities and Pristini did play against each other. I don't think so though. I thought Pristini went to Florida and played in Florida for a little bit. I'm trying to think of like all the Rocker players. Anytime I think of Rocker, the only player I can think of is fucking Attach. That's it. I guess you have Standy, you have Cammy, you have Paul X. Oh, accuracy. Yeah, I do forget accuracy was on there. I do forget accuracy was on there. I don't know how though. He was the whole they line up. They line up for accuracy. How could I forget that? Did he teamed with Gunless though? Were you just saying that he's another player to think of? Because I don't remember him teaming with Gunless either. Did they team in Cold War? Or no, you said Gunless played in MW3 for Rocker. I genuinely don't remember that. My brain fried. I'm gonna go accuracy here. Damn. W Destiny. I don't remember that. I could have done Standy. Could have done Standy. Let's look at this one here. Oh, it was only Asim or Linz, and I said Asim. Okay, so maybe I'm a little bit more of a ball knower than I thought, and I just forget sometimes. Octane. Did he wait? Did Gunless play on the Surge team? Did I forget that Gunless played on the Surge team? See, oh wait, no, I didn't say Wake. I said Paul X. Wait, I didn't remember him playing for Surge either. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's go player guesser here next, because this one I feel like sometimes we get through quick, sometimes it takes a while. Let's see, who do I want to start off with? Let's go let's go Estriel. Whoa, we're cooking here. Well, not quite. Does have one more or has one or more championships, I should say. 23 from the US, didn't play for Rocker, LAG, or G2, never teamed with Estriel. 23. 23 and has a championship, but no ring. 23 has a championship, no ring from the US. Didn't play for Rocker, LAG, or G2. Let's see. Um, hmm. Gotta think here. We gotta think about some of the other teams now. No ring. So that's a big one to think about. Um 23. I feel like Sib is older than that. Otherwise, I would think Sib. I don't know about Neptune though. Is Neptune 23? I feel like Neptune's a little younger as well. Let's see. 23. Oh wow, that actually helped us out a lot though. That's a lot of teams to knock off. That's a lot of teams to knock off. Um let's see here. Let's see here. It can't be Ghosty. It can't be Envoy. Envoy's older than that. Can't be Sib. NY. Didn't play for NYSL. Didn't play for Florida. So we have what? Miami Heretics. But no one for them has won a championship, to my knowledge. And it's at least two championships. I'm feeling like this is scrap, low key. But I thought he's 24. I didn't think he was 23. I didn't think Scrap was 23. I'll give her a go though. I'll give her a go. Dude, oh my god, I'm fucking insane. I'm insane. How did I know? Maybe I am a fucking ball knower. I guess Estriel, Neptune, and was able to get Scrap off of that. Come on. You gotta dope me up for that one, chat. I gotta get some dope for that one. I gotta get some dope for that one. Let's go ranking point here. Diffuses in 2020. Bro, who's paying attention to diffuses? Who's paying attention to diffuses? Tell me. Who is like actively recognizing what players are getting diffuses on the map? Low key, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe Clay above Bance. Dude, I had it first try. I had it first try. Oh, chat. Dude, am I fucking locked? Am I fucking locked? I just had to see the ball go through the net. Oh. Oh, this one may not be good. This one may not be good. Who's on the team right now? We got Exceed, we got Lurks, we got Craze, and is it Nero? Is Nero the fourth for them? Yeah, I think. Who else would he be playing for? Yeah. Well, it's none of them, I don't think. I don't recall Nero ever being on. Although, is this Subliners Academy? Chat, do we know, is this Subliners Academy team and not the actual Subliners? No dope? Damn. What the fuck, Gold? You're not gonna tip that? You weren't gonna tip that out of me? I think this is Subliners Academy team. Because I genuinely don't recall anybody that is currently on the Ravens roster being on the Subliners. I feel like this is either Craze or Lurks. But Lurks was a stallion at one point, and that's not on here. And Nero has been in the league. He has other league experience. So it wouldn't be double omit, and I don't remember him playing on omit either. So I feel like this has to be Craze. Look at that. And I was right. Subliners Academy. Oh, let's go, baby. I'm doped up. I'm doped up. And just in time to get back to the actual COD stream. You'll give me dope on that one? You'll give me dope on that one? Thank you, Gold. I'm glad I'm getting some type of dope. I'm glad I'm getting something out of you. You gotta tip it. You gotta tip it. Damn, are we like hopping into this shit already? Damn, they're on it today.
They did look good. They did look good. But yeah, what's tough
We're right into this shit.
You know, on the other side of it is that you're playing more matches. So
look at that. Perfect timing.
You play first match today. And while
perfect
your
timing,
first
folks.
map against G2, do you want to play on Colossus or Den? G2 is undefeated on Den hardpoint, so that's what they're going with.
Yeah, we talk a lot about
G2 versus
but he's
Koi.
also demonic.
Oh, W
Here
stun.
on Den as well. Den or Colossus, you know
W
you're
stun
getting
from
a
Skies.
whole lot of crimp up close and personal. We know he can take over, especially a position like P2. Already starts it off 2-0. But what are you looking for from maybe not Kips specifically, or what did you just hope to see from the team overall?
Yo, Kips was actually frying yesterday.
I think sort of Joe Thieves and Kleenex, they had moments.
Kips was
especially
dialed.
Map 3, Joe Thieves absolutely pops off. That's how they win the overload. But I think you just saw the impact that Kleenex can make at times, just on the SMG. So
I feel like we should get
tandem,
maps and modes for the Thieves soon as well, so I'll try to keep an eye out for that.
Person that just finally you've been working for 50 years and
we can break that down.
And then you get pulled back in.
It's probably already on breaking point, if we're being honest.
To an AR, maybe I get to relax a little bit. I know it's not how it works, but a little bit compared to playing a sub. It's like, no, jokes on you.
Dude, I feel like I need to pop my jaw.
I mean, he talked about. He said he never really even wanted to run a flex.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so he like.
I feel like
I wanted to be on the sub, so a big part of this was his choice.
If I just slept weird and it.
Yeah, just depending on the roster moves, he kind of had to do
my
the
jaw,
flex roll.
but
yeah, no, true.
I feel like I need to pop it.
After somebody like Real, it's gonna be the change. But Real out for now. Kips is in. Kips off to a nice.
That it's like out of place or
Koi
something.
off to a nice start. Up 40. Kleenex sub in hand. rocking and rolling around the P2. Estriel's trying to answer back. He's able to get one, but it's 2 for Kleenex, 2 for Insight. And as soon as it feels like
Pretty
there's a
solid
forward
start
edge,
for
fights are
Koi here, getting good
instantaneous
time.
again because the close back spawn. So G2 continue to reinforce this despite a pretty nice sequence there from Koi.
Yeah, I mean, a good 15 or so seconds to get them in the game. It was a very good P1 there for Toronto. Big rotation going down. Joe Deceive's going to win that first gunfight. So you're going to have this rotation one again. So you're going to rely on
I can't lie,
break
Chad.
here if
I
you are
kind of
G2.
hope Kenny goes to Koi. I
And
hope
Koi,
Kenny goes to
yeah,
Koi,
they
and I
keep
hope
them
they
pinned to the back
fry.
late. Allow them
And
to
more
rotate.
specifically,
now, can
Kenny
they hold? It
fries.
will be an earlier break from G2. It looks to be the case. Crimp and Estriel find openers. Gibbs nearly gets smoked, but he's barely able to win that fight. He loses everybody else, though. 2 HP.
Kip's got a
They're gonna
gunny
try
on
and
him.
push him out. Insight gets back off spawn, though, and able to help him out. So Kip's
This guy
actually
is
manages to stay
ripping.
alive. This is brilliant out of him. Buys enough time to the reinforcements come back in. Now they've broken in.
Yeah, just it felt like it was taking a while. Kips was buying so much time, but they were waiting on Kleenex through the middle of the map. Is that, well, it's still not clean time here. Inside, he's locking it down.
still don't know
on
how I feel
rotation.
about
Mama's
this,
gonna have a big
this
one-on-one
site
versus
here.
Kips. Not able to flip this
I
spawn.
think I
to
like the
Kleenex
fact
will
that
clean
you
that up.
you
So
see
on
more
that
with
rotation
it, but I
towards the
don't like the
P4,
shape
it's
of it.
looking like G2 are okay, but
The
there's
shape of it
immediate
just
pressure
feels like funky.
from Skies now.
What do you think of the new red dot? I know you used a lot of that in Warzone back in the day, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just confused. I think it helps with aiming stability. I don't know if the other one does. Maybe it's different. in
Yeah,
multiplayer
no, that's why we used it in Warzone for a long
I
time.
have no idea, but it looks a little odd. That is for sure.
It does, it does. It's giving me like flashbacks.
supposed to
too,
help
like,
with
I feel like I'm
aiming
suddenly
stability,
on
too?
Warzone. I just saw that so much.
Oh,
But the lead down now to
That's
what,
kinda
15
crazy.
or so for Koi. Tree locked up by Skies. His
Ripped.
resurgence, but a big part of why this G2 Minnesota team has found success. Koi still able to make this messy, and honestly,
G2 fighting for this
split a lot of our
this
points. I mean,
time
that's kind of
here.
the story so far.
No, they have. I think like you probably want to be in the lead a little bit more if you're Toronto. I mean, they've had rotation, they've had like good spawns. I think G2 have done a good enough job to make this messy and only a 23-point game. Like they're finding the last 20 or so seconds just like now. Like the fact that
G2's
this is
keeping
gonna
it
be a tie
close.
game going to P1 is
They're
adds
battling
a bit of a
for it.
surprise.
You say that, but if you had told me Joe Deceives was 6 and 10 for Koi and they had a lead in hardpoint, I'd probably say you were full crap.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But just looking at the map
yeah.
and how it's played out, it feels like they should
No, I
have
hear
a
ya.
larger lead. But sometimes that's how it goes on Den.
No, it's just funny because we joked for a while. He had to have like a 1.4 for them
I
to
will
win
say
the
there
hardpoint,
has
it
been a
felt
good
like,
amount
but
of times that we've
a narrow
watched
lead. We'll see if they can
different
turn it into more. And
series
honestly,
where
with the position they've had,
you would
him
feel
picking
like
it up a bit and starting to
statistically
find a little more
a team
success
should be
might
like
end up being the
dominating in the
difference, but
hard point,
G2 have
and
chipped
it's
away at
actually
this lead. They've
pretty
kept it
close.
They've kept it competitive. They're 2-0 so far. This qualifier looking to push out with a 3-0 victory. Here.
Joe
Let's hear
on
the comments from
5?
G2 Minnesota.
Listening.
One shot inside left. I'm being right to time. Hold on. Eliminate. Bottom right. Oh, fuck, my bad. You guys got it. Top right, right now. Jump at me.
I'm bottom red, Joe.
I spawn deep left. I'm driving red.
I sound close red. I'm nading.
I spawn left with you. I'm gonna take left with you. I'll see him front
Close
right.
red.
It's me front right. Could be it.
He's not front right.
Top blue. You did right there.
Kids one shot. Kids one shot. No lobby. One time.
Watch out, absolute.
Kids one shot lobby. Heard you. Nice. Good shit.
Lobby, I'm on you.
I don't do that. One right now. One two.
Front of me. Front of me inside. You still there. We can spawn some out. Slow down the road.
I ain't son. You could be close on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mid. Actually, triple front. His pinch.
At the back.
I'm in for 3, 2, 1, shine. I'm blitzing.
I'm on back lobby. Kids is back lobby. You ran
I
out of time.
got stuck. Joe, we got out of time.
I just fell off. One shot time. Wait for each other. He's running up at me.
Toby, you there? Nice.
I'm going mid.
I've been inner. Absolute inner. Nice.
I'm sending lobby.
Inner heady, insight. I'll get him. He has near. I spawned the back with them. Lobby in 2 times.
He's in that corner, frog. He's in the right corner.
Showing off the back stairs. Got one. Watch out. Absolute in the pillar.
It could be lobby after
Back
that.
pillar.
They seem a little checked.
Oh, backside outer.
They seem a little checked right now. Mamba's double negative as well.
So, Joe, you know what I said before the break? That if Joe Deceive starts to pick it up with their position, they might be in a better spot. He was 6 and 10. He has gone 11 and 3 since we went to the listen in, and they're now up 100.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you know?
They blew this score wide open.
Yeah,
but it was
17
an
and
excellent
13
P1
with a
and P2
minute
where they had the
35.
position, but they capitalized with the kills. And on the other side,
Joe's
we
on a
talked about sort
burner.
of the impact of Kremp, but just getting shut down here. It is just tough to do.
Okay.
When you don't have the spawns, when you're constantly asking your team to break, finally Troy able to take advantage.
It's pretty sweet when things work out how you think they might. But no, the lead blown wide open, and what a stretch. Yeah, 11-3. I think
I mean, if G2 can chain some hills together, they won't be too far behind, but this is already
these hard points they usually win. Like when he's positive and he's put up a 2 minutes in the hard point,
already going to be tough.
Mr. Do it all, but there'll be 3 dead.
But they do get the final kills there.
Chance to try and answer back. They might get these final 20 seconds.
You'd like to see Mamba start to turn it around. Oh, big win from Kips.
They went out towards tree. The other one
6
picked up
gets through.
So Crimp's gonna run into like 3 players. Pressure now to Skies.
Skies is dealing damage though. Just can't find a kill, unfortunately. Oh, ripped.
Can he disrupt this until
Holy
his reinforcements get there? I think they've done enough. They've done enough to make this start maybe a little bit messy.
Yeah, I mean, Toy, you earn that first kill, and then it just all 4 of you are here, right? It feels like the pacing, just based off the engagements in that stat line for everyone is good. That means you are playing together, and well, when all 4 are there, the trade's going your way.
That might be it for
triple in there to mix
G2.
things up, but even with the spawns, Koi just
that might be it. They
now find the first 20.
And we might be
gave
talking
up
like this
too much time
some
there,
of the
I
best
think.
they've looked in hardpoint since like qualifier 1. I know
We could get these final 30 seconds here,
we're not done yet.
which is something. It's a start.
Rally here. We know they're what have we been saying for a couple years? A gritty team. That's what G2 or Minnesota typically puts forth.
Koi needs to win this.
The team's going to push you in some maps, and well, with that 3
Is,
deaths, again, it's coming at
would
time.
that be for your pick'ems, Robbie?
Final 20 or so seconds of the hard point, but with these
You
final
need Koi to win this for your pick'ems? Is that what it is?
we get back to P1. They're going to need to flip the map at some point as well. A lot of pressure here for G2. I mean, Koi are in a good position to close this out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a P1 you earn a ton of time in, right? If you have the correct setup. The problem is first kill through mid-cut. Now all the arrows kind of have to move. So everyone's got to readjust now. You're off the time, just playing for slays. Well, behind a couple of kills from Kleenex and Insight, you do maintain spawns. They get a little bit weird, though. Estriel and Krem spawn up, able to find Kips. But in the meantime, you are earning time. So putting the pressure on G2.
No, 100%.
Damn, Koi's getting everything.
They
yeah, for your pick'ems, I see you. I see you, Robbie.
Point here. You could technically lose this. I think with this contest now no longer the case. So,
I mean, they're looking good right now.
Koi are going to have to get it done at P2. We'll see if G2 have done enough. But this is going to be, I mean, if they get to like 240 or something, that probably seals it.
Well, and again, you have to rotate and flip. I mean, how many hills have we talked about this? G2, or they're just playing on the back foot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're deep into this
I was about to say the same thing. G2's just been on the back foot this whole map.
You're trying to find a couple of kills.
Makes it really hard to win a hard point when you're like 2 steps behind.
There will be early pressure. We'll see where spawns come in.
3 dead.
Koi, though, going to have the back spawn, so immediate reinforcements.
They're going to be able to keep flying at this, and with only needing 8 points, it's just like you need one of your next, 3 or 4 pushes here to get a break. And he might be able to win. This will be the second one. Mamba with the nice
Dude, this hill in ranked, I feel like is so hard to break.
The test is going to be here. Good thing for Koi.
Just because there's like 0 teamwork ever.
It's been relatively clean thus far for G2. You really just can't allow like a single break or a single second to come in for Koi right now.
Yeah, doing a good job. And that's always the discussion now for Koi, right? When do we want to rotate? When is the next set of lives? Are we just going to go?
What a nade.
We're going to spawn up, use our nades. Kleenex is going to find the double.
That's it.
Kips
that's
is here
GG.
as well with those close spawns.
Wow, what a nade.
All 4 in a clean Toronto Koi hard point on Den. And
they were flowing. They said they were on a 4-loss streak for hard point. And they come out and do that
make up a stat.
against G2. G2's not a bad team.
That might be like the first hard point I've seen Koi win where Joe Thieves is like top of the leaderboard.
G2 did seem like kind of out of sorts there though. They seemed a little more checked. Like something seems off with them.
Or something like, and he's a guy that can do that all the time. But Kips is leading the board.
Why is my stream tweaking today?
In like a clean manner. That feels good for a variety of reasons, I think.
No, 100%. And when we look at this scoreboard, you know, we kind of said as soon as we come out of the scoreboard or the listening, I don't know.
My stream like lock in. I've seen it drop several times already today.
When they were rotating,
and we've been live for 30 minutes,
which we've talked about in this title. It's kind of how you.
I got a short stream today. You ain't got to do all that.
First fight can push out, and it just feels like they're playing at the same pace.
No, and I think that is.
You got a bit of a shorter stream today, so I'm gonna need this thing to lock in for me real quick.
For picks type search,
and that's Real style.
Yes, and also Real style even in respawns, like he can be like that ISO guy.
Yeah.
in this game, I think players like that.
If you're G2, you gotta win this S&D because Koi looked like the old Koi on Overload yesterday against us.
Different kind of COD that we've had in a while.
And G2 historically hasn't been like the best at Overload. I do think they've improved it a little bit, but they're still not great at it. So you gotta win this S&D to avoid, I think, a 3-0.
This was a good showing here on deck.
No, it was. It was a really good
I'm not aware of the maps and modes for this series, but just based off of the way that Koi played the Overload against us, you gotta win the S&D. Otherwise, you're gonna lose 3-0.
He had a solid map, but man, it's got to feel good to be like, all right, Kips has got me. Putting in numbers, everybody having a good result. Yeah, Kleenex back.
Kips 32 and 26 to end out the map.
It was funny. We were talking about like. What did,
he's gross.
Jay say yesterday, like he said, top 5 CDL sub, and you and I started talking about it. I'm like, that conversation gets interesting.
No, it does.
Like for the
he's gross.
It gets interesting. That's combo maybe for another day. But we were talking about it in the car. And I'm like, the first 4 are clear.
Yeah.
After that, you can have a combo. But I'm not going to start on that because that'll be a 30-minute combo between us. But we get ready now for the map 2. Listen, good to see them.
Really was only close through P4. After P4, Koi really pulled away there.
It's been search and destroy that has been abysmal.
Yeah, like
we're talking worse than the league.
Well,
abysmal.
Hunter T is not great in Overload. That is true. Historically speaking, they have not been great in Overload.
Toronto, as Ultra Koi's existed,
but
they were always a pretty good search team.
I also think Koi
team that were just tough to beat, right?
Pretty damn good on it.
Yeah, well-rounded. I mean,
so I think it's definitely a mix of both.
Like outside of the Vanguard year,
maybe the Vanguard year they were rough in search. I don't remember exactly, but
they just had a rough year. But yeah, I think it's a bit of a surprise.
No, it really is. It really is. So we'll see now if they can start to click with this change. And my gut tells me, even though they're very different modes, it's still sort of a similar ideology with this game and how tight you need to play sometimes.
We got.
So if they can get Kips' similar involvement and kind of work this into search and destroy, you kind of lose your sort of ISO player in Real, or even if Joe Deceives wants to do a bit of that, at least it's one person, not 2 doing it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
we do have our maps and modes.
I'm trying to knock Real. It's just I think maybe
we got Blackheart Hardpoint map 1, which
listen, stage 1.
I think with the Neum edition, I think Blackheart should be a good hardpoint map for us. I think the Thieves,
there have to be adjustments, and that's
when their subs are firing, they're going to be really good. The problem is so far on the Blackheart, we haven't seen that, I feel like. Then we have Den Search, which I like for us. Den Overload, which I don't like for us. Exposure Hardpoint, which I also like for us. And then Exposure Search. I don't think we go 5. I think we go 4, and I think the Thieves win 3-1. We probably win the hard point, the search, and the exposure. That's what I'm thinking.
Some insane timing.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm thinking.
This was a crazy
that 1v3 or whatever was ridiculous.
Goes all the way to the round 11. But we'll see what adjustments G2
Yeah, we haven't seen this new roster.
Listen, you have some
on Blackheart, I don't think.
Try to set us some hard counters. You know the way G2 likes to play.
But with Neum running that third sub, that should be good for the Thieves.
And almost, but that's good instincts for Mamba. Like, you know, you get tagged, it could be setting up for that exact kind of play. Tries to back out of it for a moment. Well, he decides to re-engage, and he's going to end up dropping. So Joe Deceives finds the opener.
I think that was Kremp who runs away, and Mamba thinks
Kremp.
He thinks he can get away. Mamba's just hoping maybe they catch him. But you do, earn that first block.
I blacked out. For whatever reason, in my head, maybe it's because we were switching spectators, I thought Mamba, backed away. Okay, so everything I said was incorrect. Thanks,
but Joe. It's fine, because it is a clean round for Koi. As, you earn that first blood, and then you have all the info. All right, they have to be ringside. You regroup everyone back towards your defensive spawn. And once again, we kind of talk about it. All 4 players are there for Toronto.
I'll try to black out this round.
Oh, you're good.
No, sometimes when you're switching, swapping POVs, you swap the other team right back. I just assumed it was the same player. It was not. But that's why you've always got my back, Joe. They call you a cerebral powerhouse. You're like mastermind, dude.
That's never been taught. I do have a big head, though.
Yeah, no. You have a huge brain or brain swelling or something like that.
Got a lot of problems, yeah.
Joe Deceives with the blood, and he'll get a second behind that as well. And they're slowing it down here for this offensive push. Kremp going to get aggressive up through that mid cut, out towards Pool, and he'll just be content to hold this for now. You have 2 on this side.
G2's taking a lot of space, but Koi is also pushing through ringside.
What they're seeing.
They're getting a lot of space
I think they're liking what their
ringside.
teammates are seeing. You have 2 all the way pushed up A. They've got a lot of space. The call is to wrap it out.
Yeah, the question is, what did Sky see, right? We obviously have X-ray, but he's watching this cross, so he's spotting the players. So G2 know this. So now it's probably going to be a retake. As A-bomb is going down, but G2 had the info majority of the time. They knew that this was going to be an option, so they trust in their retake ability. The problem is, though, Insight is hitting. Inside of Zig will be Kips, 4 versus 2. You're trying to trade this out, and you do. But the problem, you're down a man, well, now you're down 2, and you defuse the bomb.
I mean, I think Kips out the pre-fire got a lot of damage in there as well. I thought he was going to be the player to really make the play. Everyone else grouped up near bomb, but that is 2 really solid controlled rounds. And Joe, I'm not saying I'm a believer yet, but listen, how I felt, listen,
Koi's getting off to a hot start in the S&D.
Last time we casted Koi. It was
it's not great for G2.
I was depressed watching
not great for G2.
This is better. This is a lot better.
No, so far so good. So far so good.
It's not like they're playing like a bad team.
We're just not I don't know if we're getting the best G2 so far, right?
No,
I don't know if they're awake. They need to lock in 100%. Yes, they're getting some strong maps here in map 1 and 2. But yeah, have to give Koi props on what they're showing so far.
I'm just not sad commentating Koi, so that makes me feel good. You know?
Never want to be sad.
True. I like to be a happy boy.
All right.
See if they can keep the streak going. But
sorry about that, chat. We were getting our tweet out about the maps and moves.
He's got 2 first.
We can talk about him a little more
maybe that's sort of what they've seen,
after
right? When they like to go A,
this
they
map
leave
is
Mama
done,
by
since we'll have a
himself
little
bedroom.
bit of
Let's
a
try to
break.
exploit that and get this first blood. This time there is going to be a pinch from CleanX, so it's going to be a.
So was it him or Crimp that got picked the first time? Was it Mamba? So it was Mamba. Okay,
so that's 2 first.
Is Kips? I forget. Kips is sniping now, right? Instead of Insight.
It's the same exact thing. The
Wow,
same exact
G2
thing.
is getting bodied right now.
First blood on the Iron bedroom. You know the other 3 are going ring.
G2 might still be.
Yeah, this is probably
sleeping.
There is some recent VOD to watch of G2. And I have to imagine how Koi
they might still be sleeping a little bit.
Putting in the extra effort, working with coaches, watching VOD. They seem very prepared on this, and you're doing extra work just because you have a new guy in the rotation, I would think. But this is clean and clinical so far.
Yeah, we talked about 2 first. It's actually all 3 first deaths for Mamba right now. We just showed his stats.
Sorry, I had to
how
stretch.
Good he's been in Search and Destroy.
Well, they had a lot of out of him because he was on the screen a whole hell of a lot in the 1 versus Optic. He has 58 damage, 0-3.
You have 1 kill.
They have 1 kill.
Yeah.
Insight and Joe Thieves, 8-0 combined. Then you add in CleanX, he's 3-0.
Listen, I know a lot of you are new fans, but Joe, back at Champs in Call of Duty Ghost, they 6-0'd top 2 team at the time in Search and Destroy. There was not a single kill for that SV team until the final round. They got 2 kills around 6. They had 2 total kills. It was the most dominant thing I've ever casted. And
honestly, Gold, that's kind of how I feel a lot of times. So I would say no, I don't think it's bad.
2 kills.
Yo, why is my stream shitting out? I keep looking in.
I still can't believe you guys choked that round 6 though.
My
3 now. Never mind. They're running away with it. They're hot now.
I don't even know what it is.
I
think it's bitrate. My bitrate just like keeps tanking randomly.
Again, I'm waiting for that player on the flank. He's able to get the.
But I agree.
Joe's like,
I'm kind of. I've been at the point where like
it's been a while.
I mainly just want to watch the Thieves play. That's the other reason I think they need to do more tournament style stuff instead of just these online matches, because you only get to watch your favorite team like once a weekend, and realistically, most fans, I would say, don't really care to watch like all of the sport. There's obviously people who just love watching like sports or esports, and so they'll watch every team, they'll watch every player, like they don't really care. But I would say the majority are not like that. The majority of people probably would prefer to only watch like their favorite team. And when we get to watch our favorite team only like twice a weekend, it's kind of like, all right. And then you go into majors, and sometimes you end up only even if your team goes on to win the event, sometimes you end up only watching your team play 4 times.
Yeah, and this is the tough one with Raid. These early deaths, you can just see how penalizing they are on this map. I mean, just 3v4s are so tough.
After this weekend, we only play once, and it's until 2 weeks from now. So we don't play again at all for another 2 weeks after this.
More what you're used to.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of retakes, right? You can work both bomb
Yeah,
sides,
that's
but
what
it's
I'm
really
saying,
on the
Robbie.
defense and how they want to play it. Do you want to play aggressive mid or just play aggressive around one bomb?
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people,
that is what we have seen.
Like I like to throw it on like in the background sometimes, but
so far the team,
I just kind of like keep up with it, and maybe if things start to get exciting, I'll tune in. But if I'm not streaming, like a lot of times, I don't really care as much.
You get hit in the face. You are struggling. Clearly, your setup and what you're trying to do is not working.
We only have one match next weekend. Okay, so we still play next weekend at least.
This year where a team just rips off.
But then
4 rounds, 6 rounds. Well, we had it yesterday. A team ripped off 6 rounds in a
Oh,
row.
is it because the week after that is the last week of qualifiers, and then there's a week break going into the major? Is that why?
Wake up a little bit. Some strong maps for them, but
I feel like that would make the most sense.
Like teams have been doing. That is not the case currently.
G2 is able to get around on the
we
board.
saw kind of the clearance of A.
Insight 6-1.
Rounds ago, this time seems to be the
on
opposite.
The side
They're
of
grouping up to go
Toronto
towards B. The one guy that's going to be here is going to be Kremp, and then through cash window, that'll be Estriel.
Ooh, Estriel's taking some good space here.
What do you want to do now?
Yeah, I mean, that's the question. It looks like they're going to rotate out of this. Look at the sort of the info inside.
No, major 2 quals go to the end of March, and we only play.
Instead, he does find
what?
one, so it turns this into a 3-on-3. And there was a chance.
And
for
we only
Estriel
play
to jump out of
one
that window.
more
If there's
time.
a guy on the B bomb. You kill that player, but they have no idea. Look at this. Mamba is going to be caught off guard.
What is that?
A little surprised because there's nobody A side.
Exactly. So much time has passed, and you have no info.
That's
he thought he was just skipping on through.
Yeah, he thought he was going to catch them off guard, right? Rotating through, but they've already gotten past, and now bomb is down.
Yeah, that looked kind of odd.
Yeah. That's some horseshit.
I don't know. He made up information. he felt confident he could just prance on through. Pillars, not the case. He's going to get dropped. Looks to be another dominant round for Koi. Taking their time, but
I gotta
look.
I gotta look at
the Kips is able to get one from his position, as you said. He
the schedule here.
Yeah, I mean, there was two things.
So I can like fully understand what you're saying here, Gold.
Because he was.
Because I think I get what you're saying. I think I get what you're saying.
Him, got off of it. Just yeah, you were flying.
So we played Boston today.
Taking care of that player. So nice
we
round
play
there out of
Optic.
Well, I know it's hard because they're getting like every first blood, which makes the game easier. It does, but. Do you see any big change to their search and destroy game?
We play Optic February 28th.
Yeah, I mean, I think just throughout, like, especially that round, just feels like
play
on point, which sometimes
Days,
in search is just sort of info.
March
what do we have?
6th.
What don't we have? And right now, they're all on the same page.
And probably comms weren't the best when they were struggling. And
yeah, I'm really confused about what you're saying, Gold. We literally play
the last thing to fix.
We play like 6 more
pressure
times.
Over towards A from G2. They've got all the space in the world, but look at this. Yeah, this is the
okay. Okay. Yeah, when you say that, that makes sense.
It does feel very jetpacky.
That makes sense.
Sometimes you don't need multiple angles. You can just bully yourself through one. We'll see if it'll work out here. It may not, but sometimes you just
that makes sense. I understand what you're saying now.
You split too much, and
I thought you were saying we only play one more time until like
this is still
the
very
event.
winnable. Still 2 versus 2.
I didn't realize you were saying we only play one match next weekend.
You have the man advantage if you are
for
G2
the next like 2 weeks.
Just over peaks, so Tip's able to find that one.
That I understand. Yeah, that
really
it does suck
because they didn't plant the bomb, right?
Well, I thought I was about to be missing out on watch parties for the next like fucking 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, hold on.
But still, 2v2 now bomb planted.
I'm not trying to not have watch parties for that long.
Kips.
Wow, Koi is just absolutely spanking him.
Just rips Mamba. His struggles
pulled their
pants
down and just gave him belt.
Koi has been dominant, and man, you gotta love what you're seeing.
Is Koi back?
Kips. Well, until he gets haymakered, Estriel drops him 1 versus 1, and well, not a lot of time. He got spotted, but can he actually track back to it? I don't think he can get there.
Back.
He can't, so he's dancing.
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? Because Insight knows he's got to check the bomb. He checks it. You're just trying to rely on Tips in that scenario. It takes just so long. He's got to be the one guy laundry. It's tough for Insight.
They get another one.
Sort of time it up.
They get another one on the board.
Nicely done out of Estriel. Plus, you have the smoke. That's just going to give you a little bit more extra time to finesse. Beautifully done from him.
Yeah, I think
literally those like 2 seconds might be the difference.
I should probably do another like video about it because I saw somebody commented they really liked. Apparently, they really liked my video talking about what I think the league should do to kind of get better.
Once he just ripped Mamba's head clean off his shoulders.
I think
Jamie Insight 7-1.
I think that
again, honestly,
the league
could
essentially have like minor tournaments as your qualifiers.
For the better part of this year so far.
Like instead of only having the
And that seems to be
majors
their
as your
offensive strategy
tournaments,
so
there
far,
needs
is
to
just,
be
like, take
other
a peek
tournaments
either side.
involved.
You know,
And what do you know? Get whatever information you can, execute based off that information.
a lot of it's this guy, and it's good to see him playing with this confidence.
Or it could be
right, with
G2
sort of,
playing bad.
all the
I mean,
crowd
it could
noise
be
going
that
on.
too. I do think G2 is
But
not playing up to
well
their
so far.
normal
Now, the
self.
big thing here is look
But
at Sky's position number 2. If they end up rotating through,
Koi
drive,
does
he is
look
in a
better
cheeky spot
than-
here, right
than
on
they
the edge of the
have.
map.
they
But
look
Kips
like
is
they're
gonna find the first
more
blood. So does he over-rotate? At least gets one.
united in a
And
sense.
second, that
Ooh,
is
big
a
two-piece
beautiful
from
read out of
Skies.
Now, I like what you said about Insight, though. Like, playing with some confidence. But he's been under the gun, it feels like, for a long time.
Long time, yeah,
And
I
the
know.
fact is this. Despite the fact that he...
Yeah, but this gun's hot.
See,
It
in my
feels like it's
opinion,
very hot.
S&D is just so
he has some
checky.
stinkers that people remember. They just don't remember the
S&D is just so
consistency
checky.
the other 95%
Because if you
of
like,
the time.
if you
remember
have
him
like
getting turned
one or
on by
two
Dan Ghosty,
rounds
right?
where
You
you're
remember
just
those
like,
plays, but like
you
Insight,
can't get a kill or
has
you
a
get
lot of
shot
good
in the
plays, too.
back, you
There's
get a
a
bad
reason he's still on the
timing,
roster.
anything like
I think
that.
fans forget that sometimes.
For
like,
me, it's just
95
like,
is I think that's a strong number.
I'm
there,
like
but,
I mean, he
trying
is
to
consistent
get
most
some
of the time. It's
kills
just
back
when
and
he has stinkers,
I
he
get
has
out of
his
flow
stinkers.
or
That's-
whatever. Just kind of
But Sky's
sucks.
double here. And sorry, I got off topic back.
That's
to
why I'm a
Insight after
big
that,
hard
but
point
this
guy.
double was just
I like hard point a lot
beautiful.
more.
Gets to a great position. Nice
I
read
still need
on the
to
second and doesn't miss a
Get
bullet.
better at
yeah, I mean,
knowing
just, once the
spawns and
first
stuff
blood happens,
consistently.
right, he's got to get active and find some info. And well, he
But-
does. Like the fact that he reads it's a 2-2 split from Koi is massive because anyone could maybe find that first kill and just think it's a B hit and not gonna have a second player there.
Well, G2 starting to wake up. Just might be a little too late. They went into that 0-4 hole. Now climbing back, and Crimp, how does he get both?
Melted.
Still 41 HP somehow. I bet the second player couldn't even shoot, but shot his teammate, so he ends up getting both. And just like Skies kind of called around, now I think Crimp did. I swear, if I just said all this positive stuff about Koi and then they lose this,
It might happen.
you shut your mouth.
You shut your
I mean,
mouth.
he's just running at people.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
No, literally, that looks like a pub just sliding.
G2 is starting to bring it back though.
But I mean, you're just playing with aggression. It's just
They're
a
fighting.
blind counter. You're running through pillars and yeah, Cramp those first
Cramp,
two.
9 and 7.
Just great shots from him, but you just could not react if you were Koi.
He's typically the guy to lead the charge.
See it again.
They're not even looking at him.
No.
I mean, Joe, I don't.
Round 11
Yeah,
thoughts.
I
I
don't know.
mean,
Shots, I have no idea.
they're knocking on
I
the
think, like,
door.
the first couple of shots right at the start of the replay must have hit Joe because he was 1 or 2
They
bullets.
No, I think
are
they did.
knocking
It
on the
looks
door.
Weird, though. Like,
We'll
I
have
swear
to see if
sometimes
someone
this
answers.
hipfire, it doesn't line up with like
Yeah.
the shots because it didn't look like he was aiming him to me, but he hit him like 3 times.
We'll
There
have
we
to
go.
see if someone
Crimp, 6
answers.
straight. Taken over in the search. He is hot. One of the
Ooh,
scariest players. Mamba's
get
had
out,
a lot
Mamba.
of first deaths.
Get out, Mamba.
To be fair, it was 3, like through 3. He hasn't had one since. This was a scary spot where I thought he was going to get caught. Still playing with some swagger, though. Got a teammate or 2 to work with as well. Maybe a one-on-one going to happen on the other side of the map as well. Insight, I thought and Crimp maybe going to dance, but his Crimp's going to
Insight's
rotate
taking
out
a
of
lot
this.
of
This is
space
gonna be
here. He could
Insight's
get a timing.
chance to get aggressive. Nice shoulder, nice spot. And then you remember how I said
Yeah,
that there are the lows to go with mostly highs? Remember that?
Yeah, no, yeah, that was
Yeah,
on you.
that was one. That's
Ramp
on
just
me.
No,
ripped him.
that one absolutely is on you.
Oh
Because
no.
that's a first blood.
Yeah, no, I hear
They
you.
rotate.
I
they
feel
could-
bad now.
They could plan for laundry instead. It's a 3 versus 4.
Oh
He was 7-1.
no.
Yeah,
So it's like he's still 7-4. That's really good, but
They
you
can-
remember that?
they can still win this round though.
Oh, holy hell! I want to vomit. Kips
Oh,
just beamed through
that's-
all Skies.
Hey, Robbie.
Absolute.
As long as they don't
perfection out of
troll.
him. Crimp gets ice
They're
and
not on
drop.
it.
2 versus 2. 15 seconds.
1v1.
1 versus.
Oh!
Oh
He
my
wallbangs
God! We're
him?
going the whole way.
I thought the way that Estrio was playing that, someone hopped it, but they never hopped
No.
it. So that was very winnable. And he hits the wall
Bro,
bang shot.
he
no
to
way.
wallbangs
find
him
that
for a
kill.
round 11. See what I mean by this game mode could just be so
Brother.
checky.
Well,
Yeah.
That's Jamie Insight is getting absolutely evaporated.
I mean, just get shotgunned by that drop.
Yeah, no, he had like 5 hit markers. So, but maybe one was through the wall there. I don't know, but yeesh.
No, Gold, they
That dude's
did
Crimp
have
wants to
1
play. The
round.
Teammates clutching up late. The wall
G2
bang
had
close
1
it. Now we
round,
go all the way to
so
round
it's
11.
not quite a full
This was
sale.
at one point 3-0, and you had like 1 kill for G2. Like if you're joining us late, it started abysmal for G2. But what do you know? The gritty team.
Unfortunately, they had one. Otherwise, it would have been a full sale.
Yeah.
They push it, though. We go the distance. Offense for G2.
Or on a full sale, I should say.
All about A-side pressure. This is going to be a retake situation for Koi. Well, we'll see. Assuming they just allow this to get planted. You do have Kleenex mid. Kleenex, that's
big
a
win from Kleenex,
monster
though.
Win. Crimp has been winning all his fights.
Big win from
had 10
Kleenex.
kills leading the lobby.
Mamba's getting a rewrap, though.
Now. Oh, this is going to end up being horrible.
Oh, this is bad timing.
For Mamba. Instead, yeah, he's going to get hunted.
Oh, no. They bottled it. They soiled it.
Mamba, after having that
soiled it.
Performance just last week.
We talked about sort of the Todd timings working his way. This time, not so much.
Honestly, he had that one round. He had about 15 timings work in his favor.
I mean, G2 is going to need some good timing. Wait.
Kips got wallbang through this window earlier, but now it's all going to be on Estriel. Rip to 31. Koi, I got a little nervous. Thought they were letting it slip away, but Joe Deceives ended up putting 11 insight rebounds after getting whirled on, and they get the dub.
Folks. I'm thinking this is a 3-0.
I still need that feeling like there have been some improvements for them, but
I'm thinking this is a 3-0.
I mean, through the first 4 rounds, I was like, holy God, this is a different team.
No, and at the same time, it's just sort of like, yeah, it felt like G2 wasn't.
Thanks for wasting our time. Dead ass.
They started to find a couple more first blood, stopped dying early, rotations were better.
Although I think that's more on G2.
You live and die by your guys sometimes, and
they're the ones who started to bring it back.
He's playing with confidence.
All right, let's look at the maps and nodes for the Thieves in Boston Breach series.
1,400 damage. That's
Why
one of those
don't
things
we?
You can't fault him. I feel like sometimes teams really slow it down in round 11. Props to him for just keeping his flow going. It was a fight. Maybe he's
all right.
It just Kleenex puts
so
him down.
as I said earlier.
Again, when you
we
look
got
at it,
Blackheart to start us off.
Really good example of
we get double den.
If they would have lost that,
we get exposure hardpoint, and then exposure search and destroy.
Well, it's also sort of
like I was saying, I think Blackheart could be a really good map for the Thieves now that they have Neum, who I think runs a really good sub. I would almost argue he runs a better sub at times than he does an AR. Like he's got the gunny on the sub. So I think Blackheart should be a good map for the Thieves. They are 0-1 on it in the last 60 days, but so is Boston. I do think the Thieves have a little bit more of an advantage against Boston, knowing that the Breach don't really have like I would say like a third sub to run. I really don't get the vibe that Cammy or Nasty are like a third sub. So I definitely think that goes a little bit more in favor of the Thieves. Then S&D, I just straight up, I think we're just better at S&D than Boston. So I think the Thieves should have the benefit in that one as well. The Den Overload is where I don't feel as confident. Boston has the same record in the last 60 days on Den Overload as we do. But the way we just got beat up by Toronto yesterday definitely doesn't make me feel super confident. But we got to have faith in the boys. They obviously feel confident on this map. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep playing it. Then we got the exposure hardpoint, which the Thieves are 2-1 on, and Boston is 0-2. I think the Thieves, once again, have a little bit more of an advantage on this one because you have a BZ who can pull out a third AR. And realistically, like, I don't know about a lot of you guys, but I did watch the flank talking about the Thieves yesterday, and I kind of agree with Octane. I think a BZ is like the most impactful player on the Thieves right now because of the fact that he can play with the sub and do it at a high level, or he can pull out the AR and he can dominate with an AR at a high level. And he has been doing that more and more consistently as of late. Obviously, Scrap is ripping, he's dealing damage. That's what he does. But Abizi is playing in different roles and is playing really well in all of them. So I definitely tip my cap to Abizi a little bit more. Then we got the exposure, search and destroy. Both teams are undefeated on this one in the last 60 days. We've only played it once. Boston has played it twice. I don't see us going game 5. But if we do, I still feel good in the Thieves because, like I said, I think the Thieves are a good S&D team. We did kind of let Toronto Koi stay in it yesterday, but I think the Thieves should be able to handle Boston Breach. I am a little worried in the sense that the Thieves have struggled against Breach the last like year and a half. So I don't know what that's all about. Hopefully we don't face that today. Hopefully we don't face that today. Hopefully with Neum things are a little bit different and we're able to just take them down. I'm predicting 3-1, but obviously I would be okay with being wrong if the Thieves win 3-0.
This guy is just, that's unbelievable. Okay. I knew we were coming back to him. This is not what I was expecting.
Chad, did any of you guys watch the flank yesterday? Did any of you guys tune into the flank?
I just want to say, I lived 2 great years in the league. I love all of you, even the Green Wall fans, you know, love all of you. We make COD so much special. It's so nice to have it aquí en España. Vamos a todos, hola a las familias. Vamos Enetti!
Anyone watch the flank?
Hello, everyone. We return. Are you ready for more action? Koi, map away from closing this out. They can get it done in the overload.
I kind of agree with
I'm still stuck
the nub as well, that I feel like
is G2 struggling a little bit.
I feel like Neum hasn't really done
we're going to see now. I think
ton yet
to really come alive there at the end
to
of that
show,
match too. But if you're a Koi fan, you're
like,
happy. At G2, they do not
to
play
show a
exposure
huge
overload,
difference
so
in the Thieves
really just have
gameplay.
2 choices, and
obviously not like putting all of that pressure on Neum. I think the Thieves as a whole have not done a ton to show the difference in,
I mean, you've always kind of said over the years, like,
in how they're
like major one, but you've always
looking so far. I feel like they've still played some lower level teams, and there's some work that needs to be done still.
I just think you just probably shouldn't have an auto veto in map 3, but a lot of teams do. Even
I don't
in Control,
know.
they always did. It's just depending on.
What's your thoughts on that,
I'm
Robbie?
a little surprised like that. We'd have to go back and look at it, but the Gentleman's win and like their actual record in overload, like it's probably
it is only online, so we'll have to see how they do at LAN as well. I don't disagree there.
Joe Deceives, the Den Overload Demon.
Definitely don't disagree with you on that one.
Almost 27 per, kills per 10, first. Goals, not a ton, but I wouldn't be grabbing the rock if I was him either.
Might be a ton, we don't really know. I don't know what 6 is comparable to.
I assume 6 is not very high.
But
I could be wrong, but I assumed it's not very high.
This should be
this map
GG,
has
I
either
think.
been like these sort of stalematey 1 or 2 goal games, or just sort of blows up, and you have these counters back and forth with sort of like some of the spawn changes. But the last couple,
I feel like teams are kind of like
these
learning
slow
how to
mid-map
counter
skirmishes.
more
Well,
on
Like I said,
overload.
leads to my question, like, what do you think about the changes? Like, has it been good or bad, do you think, for the mode?
I mean, I don't know if you should just spawn out and get free counters. I mean, if you're blocking both spawns, like that's one thing, but it just feels that's not happening really anymore.
So is that the Joe DeLuca way of saying, I don't love it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, there should be emergency spawns if everything's blocked, but that was the case before.
I don't know, Joe. We have
More scoring, sure.
We have 1 series and a final because we love giving teams. Never mind. I'll stop there before I get fired.
All right, get fired.
I think I broke Joe. Kips eating right now. 3 straight for Kipsy Poo. Make it 4. Dominating, and that'll be a score.
I've seen what people are saying about like
2-star for Kips, and
Daniel Say and stuff as well, and I kind of agree that like
he drops, and
it does feel like he doesn't
him
really
how
understand what
great he was playing in
makes
challengers, and well, it's awesome to see him just
Call
play
of
here.
Duty
Hey,
so
while you're
great.
about to, you are very close. Skies is able to find that kill.
And I
He's
know
trying to
he
chain
obviously
2
doesn't
together.
design the
Inside
game,
just
right?
wants to
Like,
pick it up. There's one more one-on-one, and
but
Skies wins it.
as
so Skies,
the, I
he's
guess you
able
would,
to stop that. He
I guess it would be the
gets 3 big kills.
commissioner
Oh, actually, I lied. They scored
of
it.
the league.
Never mind.
I'm assuming.
Wait, that's fair. I had my blackout in the round when
I don't know.
He jumped by him.
You get your
I
blackout
think
there.
he
It was
should
really
be a little more in tune with what the community and what the league wants.
We're gonna go listen to McCoy.
Listen in.
One shot, yes.
I'm in longer and I'll give you deep tools.
I'm trying to. I got a P2. What P2? Close to. P2, crypto. Almost guys. Okay. One if you guys. Yeah, I'm coming. Just like you guys.
Spawn that week.
Come on. I'm getting P2, yeah. I'm in P2. Lobby.
No, make it.
That's your one dead. I'm one shot doing.
Play kills.
Ball. Let's go. I don't see. He's gonna be back left. Back left, probably. Yeah, back left. They're glitching one shot. Nice, good check.
Nice, here we are.
Yeah, I have a streak. I'm already left.
Back steps.
Spawn points.
You're already gonna be left.
Yo, back dubs.
Yo, top rocket, one shot.
One's in tools.
Big cut, by the way.
Tools, good call. Really weird fucking left.
Okay, listen. If we can grab ball, take left. They're left. Absolutely left. He's going dojo. Right left. You got it?
Come here.
Isn't that Miles?
Back patio.
Who, the commissioner?
They're gonna need, okay? They're free now. We should
I've dropped.
fire all here. Low red.
Clifton, they do have a fantasy CDL league.
I'm here too. They're gonna take it back, I think.
They have CDL fantasy.
Oh, he's weak. He's went one.
Low red behind the desk.
Wall, not Tommy. Close wall. He's by the wall, so.
Yeah, he's gonna run it.
Nice, shot.
He's probably gonna.
Okay, that's fine. I have a streak, okay?
I mean, it depends on the year, but
let's try and get dojo quick.
Okay, I'm streaking.
I feel like a good pick would often be Sim.
Close right. Could be close right.
Sign up, I'll tell you they are. They're gonna AP guys, sign up. Nice one.
And one's going to.
Keep binding until they are.
Okay,
listen, one back lobby. I don't see one. Keep it to your right, okay?
Right side, 10.
One shot. Close right corner, bro.
There's plenty lobby. Two lobby, two mid.
That I don't know,
Ten
Gold.
jumping around. Jumping around 10.
Where's he at?
He's still there.
I'm needing.
And during that, listening to Joe said, comms are hot and these boys are clapping
That I
cheeks."
genuinely
That's
don't know.
exactly what I said. Yeah, I mean, Troy, they are just clapping them right and left. And let me tell you what, but you are fighting back again if you are G2. You had a chance to put
But yeah,
up four
Clifton,
there
I
with
would
that
say like a
Hellstorm, but it was
good
big
number one
two-piece
pick is often
from
going to
Crimp
be
inside a 10. So time of possession
like
starting to go their way, but I mean,
Sim,
listen,
because
when you are
he
efficient,
literally does everything.
possession doesn't matter. Just go in there and score quick.
fills
No,
out
it's true.
every
I was talking to
statistical
Ant, like, we were talking
category
about
you would
stats,
need.
and I think you're talking with easy man, like, what's important stats and like.
And
It's
then
so tough because like everything's relative. Like, I think the only thing that
like
really matters to me is like,
really
when you have an
just the
opportunity to score,
superstar players.
when you're
They're
in, like, your third, like,
almost
how
always going to be
efficiently
like
you
your
actually
top
score,
picks,
which is, like,
but
any tough thing
I
to
wouldn't
track.
say it's always like
Yeah,
a
you could have 90% percentage and not score.
confirmed
Like, it's possible.
number one
And then that
pick on
possession
who
means
it's going to be.
kind of diddly.
Yeah, man, you're just at a disadvantage.
If the other team gets quick scores.
You just have a guy with a pistol.
Yeah, right.
But Simp is
in
probably
theory,
your
if you got
best
something like soccer,
your
you
best
hope
overall bang
possession
for your
turns into
buck
scores.
pick in CDL fantasy.
3-1 though. I thought Boy was just gonna rip this one 4-0. Honestly, with the way they were playing.
No, but the last couple minutes, you've kind of seen what happens with this sort of these mid-map stalemates, right? It's just both teams just trying to fight.
Audio skips.
And you just can't get past sort of this point, right? Everybody's here now from G2, and someone's gonna go.
I honestly
crazy
thought Koi
if you're
were
gonna
gonna
score
4-0
that.
this
Oh, no, it
this
was
half.
like Kip said, the first score,
Yeah.
and that sets up the second one. Like he went on a 7 spree, killed everything in front of him. There's part of me that like likes that. Like it almost takes this. Yes, it's a team effort, but this like awesome individual play, like sick multi-kill to get a score through. It can lead to some like nice highlight moments. Speaking of multi-kills, well, that'll be another one to send it to half. Kips with a real strong half.
Definitely want to get some
And from
in-ear
only winning the
headphones.
one map through the
I don't like
first
having
series,
the headphones over my
Koi on the
ears,
brink of a nice 3-0, and
especially now that I wear
yeah, maybe
like
not one that they.
these blue light
I don't
glasses.
know what word to use. Like you said, it's not panic time exactly.
So when I have these
in 11
headphones
matches,
on,
but
it like
they
pushes
desperately, just
the
with the way things were trending.
I don't even know what you would consider
I
them,
think
but
they're all
the
right. I mean, you
the
have Surge and
arms
Cloud9 in here, so
into
you'll
like
be
the
all right.
back of my head, and
They'll
it starts to
fight
give me
points.
like a headache.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah, I mean, you're trending in the right direction. I think again, like to me, even yesterday for Thieves, I don't know why in the hell you're playing these guys on Den. I just don't. They haven't been great elsewhere. So again, because you have that auto veto, G2, you're gonna square up on this map, and so far it hasn't worked out. You just see how comfortable this Koi team is here.
And you talk about like auto veto, it's like it's just different, right? When it's an auto veto and like a hard pointer search, there are more options, right?
Yeah.
Like, that means you have a lot of other maps you play. Auto veto in this is painful because you have 3 choices. It leaves you 2, and that's that kind of game.
Yeah,
whatever
your
chess
third
we're
game
talking
mode, you
about.
can't have an
Having
auto veto,
is-
otherwise you're
yeah,
kind of
last thing
cooked.
you want in a map 3.
Unless you're just like really fucking
Tips,
good
though,
at the
he
other
is
2
17
maps,
and
but you
9,
have to be like
4
elite at the
straight
other
for
2
him.
maps to get away with an auto
And
veto
this'll be such
in
good
a
series for
in a
him. You
third
get to
game
see the
mode where you
talent
only
is
have
there. He is a
3
straight
maps to
shooter.
choose
As
from.
this spree comes to an end. Mamba also
Like,
comes to an end, courtesy of the map.
Right now, let's say Koi was like really good at Scar,
sort of stalled out for now, just fighting around mid-map.
and they were really good at Den. If they had an auto veto for exposure, it would make sense because it's like, well, they're like the best team in the game at Den and Scar.
That's really what's happening right now.
But if they're not all that great at Scar and they auto veto exposure, teams are going to be like, yo, we're not going to play them on Den because they run worlds on Den. So then you're automatically going to be playing Scar, and sometimes you're going to play against another team's best map because your auto ban is a map that they don't really care about.
Getting forward, and I thought maybe Joe Deceives, he got a double there, that'd be the opening, but he will get traded out. Kips thinks he has a little forward advantage, but slipped through on the other side of his Mamba, and that's a brilliant 2 out of Mamba.
Big kill though. Kleenex is there down low while he's in it.
Okay, G2 has a chance here. That was a big kill from 5 though.
So now you can already see 3 players are going to be inner stairs. You have nobody on the
great nade from Skies.
Skies, a little pop torn, going to hit the 2-piece.
Insight?
I'm not going to score. Okay.
How did we not score?
No, I thought Sky's nade absolutely would be it, but it's a double.
Sky's had a god nade and we don't score?
That slows things down, and that's a huge moment because you
does LAT have an auto ban?
With a lot of time to go.
I'm not sure.
Primed and ready to rock.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Side, so they
I think Scar
and that's when you're trying to chain it together.
Overload was like
doesn't happen.
Kind of, I don't know if I'd say it was an auto ban, but
you can see how tough it is across.
For a while it was our most banned.
And that's going to allow Kleenex to get
map and
forward,
mode, I
he's going to be
believe.
putting in damage. You get him
But I don't know if it was an auto veto.
5 straight, up to even. Kleenex doing work, and you got to think that should be EMP moving on forward soon. But similar to the other situation with Mamba, like as soon as you get EMP control, you kind of lose your forward man. So now we're into like step 2.
Well, I think Insight was going to grab it. I think it reset. So as soon as it reset mid-map, that's when Kleenex got forward. So the reset, you're just hoping your 2 teammates off spawn can get it. There was another skirmish, and yeah, sort of that forward position gets thrown to waste. But here's another opportunity for G2. Sky's going to be the entry guy. Not going to happen.
My head is already hurting
right now.
No, he has been terrific. He gets another one.
Especially when I have a hat on. When I have a hat on, my headset gets even worse.
Trent, a little awkward there, but the streak for him continues. You're still forward, but due to the position of Kips at mid-map, he's delaying all the reinforcements. So until he drops, okay, he'll lose that next fight. And that'll be the time to go forward. But honestly, the time he bought is enough now to lead to a multi for Joe Deceives. I mean, that's brilliant. If it's not for Kips, that's a score.
No, 100%. Yeah. Tremp's pushed up.
Oh, we're gassing Kips.
Okay. Right off his spawn.
They're really gassing Kips today.
The problem is, though, his teammates die. So now he will get involved, but it's going to be the same thing. As soon as he has EMPs, the only one here in all of Toronto is spawned up.
Yeah, best of luck. Can't play hide and seek. They know where you're at. He's going to get dropped, and it's just
got a minute of time left. You're down 2 if you're G2.
You just have to go. You have to fly right now. The pressure's on G2. It's kind of this last-ditch effort, so they're just sending bodies at it, and when it's staggered, Koi are able to make a punish.
Gonna have to go quick.
Now Koi, get EMP in hand.
That's 2 dead.
And they're just going to wrap this out of here. You lose your 2 forward guys. Just play a little bit of keep away. Maybe just tuck this in the back of the base. We'll see what the play is going to be. It looks like they're just going to wrap it up the entire way. We thought with the spawn change, maybe turtling was going to be a little bit more difficult, but now you lose it in a threatening position. A couple gunfight wins.
Okay,
so they win some fights. This might get
2-piece
sketchy,
from
but
Joe.
Seems calls game.
That should be G.
That was your one opportunity. Now you can rotate this again. You spawn up roofs, and you're going all the way to the back of your base.
What do you think we just gave the EMP carrier a 20% speed boost, dude? They're just zooming.
You would never touch them.
No, I'm kidding.
Never touch. Hold on now. Hold on.
Wait a second.
It's just going to spawn Dojo, correct? So, yeah, you can already see what. You have
wait.
They have to win these
There's a chance.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's no way, right?
The last one out, or they didn't see him though. Joe's trying to stop this once again, and he's just enough. So
no,
he's gonna grab it though.
He got it. He won the fight. Hold on now.
Oh my god, big win from Skies.
Hit the first cut.
Tries to get across. He gets through.
No,
why? The goal line and we're done.
No, why are we not? Why are we not pre-aiming server room?
Koi probably stopped them on the 1-yard line 4 or 5 times.
Why did Skies just go back to mid-cut?
I mean, 100%. Just great defensive effort out of Koi. And you get to see them smiling, which is awesome to see after getting a 3-0.
That is
a big win for them.
That is
on
rough,
the board.
man.
And on the strategy too. I mean, you got your maps, map 1 and 2, just not able to capitalize.
Why did he not just
the only map I feel
just
like
sit
really
in server?
Good about for Koi was probably the map 1, 2, and 3. both started really good, and then it was almost about
You
surviving.
gotta have
Like,
server control.
They survived the comeback in the round 11. They survived the comeback surge there from Minnesota. So still maybe some issues, but like the map one I felt was probably their most just cohesive win.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
you still got this little bit of
I
like
knew once they lost that S&D, it was a 3-0.
Yeah, and I just think to add on top of that, like,
why didn't they score?
Den overload has been good for them.
Well,
but I just think when you look at the stats,
Skies
again,
had the
all 4
positioning.
players have been involved.
He
that
killed
was
the first
sort
guy,
of the
which
key
is
with
big.
Map 1 and once again here in map 3.
And
Teams had
then
an excellent series in the
let's see
response.
here. Let's look at the minimap. Skies gets the kill. He gets the first kill, but then he doesn't.
I mean, Kleenex is still solid, but he's not the guy anymore that's like maybe your number 1 player on the team dropping 40.
Wait, hold on.
Insight is never exactly
Hold on. I know
guy.
it doesn't
Like,
really
you need someone to
matter.
maybe
But look at the
supplement him a
spawn.
bit. It
6
feels like Kips
spawns
is
up
not
on the
firepower
point.
skill to do that.
Yeah, I think Kleenex,
Right there with
yeah, he could do it. He's just never
What
been able to do
the
it
fuck?
as consistent as maybe
Did
you
y'all
want,
see that?
want to.
I mean, he did.
Yeah.
6
Well, we're
spawned
going
up
back to, like,
on the
forwards. Yeah,
point.
Yes. But more recently, no. But Kips, I mean, it's a small body of work, but he seems
That's
to be
insane.
a consistent force in the
I know it doesn't
department.
matter. The map was already
Started
over,
playing
but that's
together a little bit
that's an
better.
insane spawn.
Yes, just someone getting more
But
kills can
it
solve
looked like
some
they didn't
problems.
score
Sometimes it's
because
not always as easy
I
as
feel,
that.
at least
Like,
in
I don't
my
think that's
opinion, I
necessarily
feel
Thieves'
like
problem. They have more to
Skies
figure out,
should
but I
have
think
played
Pacing just
server
massive here with Kips.
and
I
let
think pacing in general, every title
like,
is so important, but
let the
there's a
person
different
with
pace to this
ball
game.
And then the other question is, or sort of the answer
either
that we're
wait.
starting to see is, all right, you
If
have your
Skies
system
gets
now,
a
like,
kill
Insight
in the
continue to
server
be his
room,
consistent self, and throughout this series, he was.
No, he absolutely was. Really
that
solid
clears
team
out
effort.
that,
Koi
which is
able to get
I
the
think is
win. We've got
probably the
several more
hardest
matches
spot
to come, but for now, to break down the first one,
kill.
we'll take it to the desk. Take it away, guys.
Whoa!
Or to hold.
3-0, Toronto Koi, big
And
wins.
then,
Allie, gotta
not
give
only
you
that,
the
but if
floor,
you're the person
only
in
one
the
to go for
server
'em.
and you
Listen,
get a
I mean,
kill,
like I said, I just like the series
whoever's
against
mid-cut,
LA Thieves. It
if
felt
there's
like
someone
I was
mid-cut,
watching a match on
is
Sunday,
gonna have
and
to
that's
play for
usually how
you.
I feel out if I think a team is going in the
So
right
once
direction
they
or
go to
not.
play
And
for
G2,
you, that
they've
allows
been
your
solid, but I
spawners
just don't see them
who
as
are
a
coming in
championship
with the
caliber
ball
roster right now. Where for
to
Toronto
potentially
Koi,
kill them,
there's
and then you should be able to
championship
score.
caliber talent. They just needed to find the right fit.
G2 looking a bit shaky, aren't they?
Maybe that's
I mean,
just
look,
a
you look at that
hindsight
Optic
Harry
series
Tate.
up 2-0, they lose here, they lose 3-0.
But
They
that's
gotta get
what
it
that's
together.
what
Yeah, I mean,
I
think
feel like
for
would have
G2,
been
everything's still
the
fine.
right play.
You lose that map 1. Obviously, the level of intensity and pressure that's on Toronto this series a little bit more, and they delivered today. I thought
Wow.
Kips had an amazing series. I think if you're G2 and you go back and you watch this, some
Kips
of the
is a dog.
defensive stands that Toronto had, maybe you can mitigate that, slow it down, wait for the pinch to come in and overload, and then you think about the search and destroy, the 2 offensive blunders that they had early on, flying through laundry. Those are just like 2 rounds. I think G2, they'll just adjust in the future. They played a lot of Ray. There's a ton of tape on them. So, yeah, Toronto today came out firing. They look good. Kips, in particular, looks so good in this series.
A little bit on that in just a second, because I know he's revolutionized this roster, or at least changed it tremendously. Let's take a look at our Scud play of the game, and well, it's going to be a highlight reel. The 8 losing streak has been broken. They finally get the win.
Snap, let's go.
Rosalie, it was do or die. We were kind of, all doom and gloom on the desk right at the beginning, kind of thinking, look, if they lose this split might be done with. Bottom 2 is an inevitability. Well, now that is no longer the narrative.
And I will say, thankfully, I mean, and the narrative as well was like, it's going to have to be a grueler win. Like, these are going to be close maps and might go to a game 5. The fact they were able to do it in 3-0 fashion, I mean, that map 1, Kips dropped 32 and 26, and they didn't even bring him in for the sake of slaying, right? It was just to try and fit into this system.
All right, chat,
so
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
You kind of got more than you asked for, at least in this series, which is a good thing moving
we can
forward.
just yap a
How
little
has
bit.
Kips changed
Wait
this
for
roster?
the
Because
Thieves
clearly
series to
there's been
start.
one new addition. They lose yesterday, yes, but they finally got a win. Kips seems to be the answer.
Yeah, well, I mean, you heard Joe and Clint talk about a little bit like pace is everything in this game, and while he does play at a good pace, one thing I'm noticing about Kips is when he gets to a position, he's a hard kill. Like, he'll hold it down for a while, and I think back to the overload where off the rip, I mean, a couple go down, it's like a 2 versus 4 situation. Kips is just holding mid-cut, playing his life, finding a kill here and there, and that's helping Insight the consistency of like, okay, Kips is here, I'm gonna play my spot, do my thing, what he's done well for so long, holding down power spots, and Insight had one of his better series of the year today.
Well, now to move on to our monster winner spotlight. Kips, let's bring you in, man. We gotta hear from you, the young gun, second match in the CDL. Look at that smile, $1 million smile. Kips, how you feeling, brother? Welcome into the CDL.
Thank you. I'm feeling great. Got our first win. I was saying with the boys, like I wasn't 0-7. I was 0-0. So
great mindset.
Now we're 1-1.
Great mindset.
Now we're 1-1.
Well, Kips, talk to me, brother, because, again, you're in the studio. You worked so hard to get to this point. First off, what does this moment mean to you to finally be here? Second match, you got your legs underneath you yesterday. Today, you finally get your win. What's the feeling like being in the CDL? And more importantly, what do you think you bring to this roster?
To be here feels amazing. Just to like finally make it. You know, took my first loss yesterday, but finally got my first win, so that feels great. And then just being here, like I'm just bringing a new vibe to the team. So like everybody's uplifting everybody else, and we're just fine right now.
Yeah. Kips, you're an absolute beast, dude. You look good in these last 2 series, particularly in this one. Tell me who Kips is. Talk to me about your journey. What game did you start with, and how did you get to this point?
I've been playing COD since like BO2, but I was a big BO4 S&D kid, and then I was 14 in that game, so I took a couple games off. My first challenges year was last year. Went through the ladder, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm here now.
Absolutely.
Going off of that a little bit, what was the change like from challengers? Because sometimes we have players that come in that have been in the league before, then they get sent back down, they come back up. This is a traditional sense where this is your first time in the league. So what has the difference going from the challengers levels to the professional level been like for you? And what are the biggest changes that you've noticed?
Well, last year was definitely like way different, but this year on the Huntsman, I feel like on the Huntsman we had like a team room, so it kind of gives the same feel, and it was just more of like a professional setup. So it's definitely, it changes instead of in the match form, but I've been in like the professional like environment for like a month now.
Does it feel like it adds any pressure to you? Do you feel like when you did get up to this more professional environment, it was like a little more like, I've got to do something, you know?
Yeah. Yesterday there was definitely a little pressure, but I just got my feet wet, and today I just went in there with like my head high and I was shooting.
Good to hear.
Well, Kips, I want to give you the floor for a second. It's your first interview for the CDL. What do you want to say to the fans out there?
I appreciate all the support, and we'll be back next weekend.
There it is. I like it, Kips. Well done once again, brother. Enjoy your day. Can't wait to see you in the next series.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Good kid already. Camera ready. Looks good. Big smile. You can tell it means a lot for him to be on the stage.
Absolutely. And that's a big win. He performed
Had to
well.
grab me a protein shake.
There to make it, as a good seed going into Major
We're
2.
trying to get jacked,
All right,
chat.
Toronto Koi, big upset already. 3-0, a dominant win.
We're trying to get absolutely jacked.
Coming up, we got LA Thieves taking on the Boston Breach. You don't want to miss this one. We'll be right back after the break.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. LA Thieves, Boston Breach. I mean, this could be a double whammy for Destiny. Thieves take down Boston. Oh, I think she'll have a day.
7 returns to the
She'll have a day.
World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when
I need
tickets go
this
live
one.
later this month.
I need this one because today is my anniversary with Kendall, and I don't think Kendall wants to deal with me after a Thieves loss on our anniversary. So, Thieves, do it for me. Do it for me, baby. Do it for my relationship. I don't need my girlfriend breaking up with me over some Thieves losses. Robbie, we got a chocolate protein shake. It's fire. Dude, I could like chug these. They're so good, and I could probably drink like 2 or 3 of them at a time if I really wanted to. If I really wanted to, I could probably drink a couple of them. They taste really good. But it's got 160 calories. I kind of wish it had more calories, personally. But it's got 30 grams of protein. I also need to try and drink my creatine again today. Maybe I'll do that after we hop off the stream.
Can't win it on the point. Scrap and the boys get it done.
Back on the f***ing desk, play. Back on the f***ing desk.
You're f***ing dog shit, kid.
That's true.
I love that. Back on the desk.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Dude, you're gonna get in trouble, bro.
Why you
You're gonna
like
get
it?
fined. All right.
What the f is that?
Hello. And then actually, I'm about.
Look in the thing. You're an idiot, bro. He's not in here. Join the game.
Weak. One shot low. Rug was weak. He was weak. I'm just holding the iron. I couldn't get him. He's one off a street, Teach. He's working bomb quick. He's playing confident.
You saw him. You can't get on till 8.
Oh, frag.
Wait, what? Alright, we gotta regain.
That's got to be the most checky shit that could ever happen.
He's one off a streak.
Ain't no other frag on, bro.
All good.
That's got to be the most checky shit.
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the Boston Breach sanctioned by the CDL. All weapons have been authorized for use during the breach. No restrictions.
That's that boy nasty.
This is breach, not a test.
It's time for Boston Breach to take the stage.
Type video and then I see Cammy and now it's not. Damn, that's crazy hate energy gold. That's actually insane out of you.
Continue their record forward, currently 1-1.
That's actually insane out of you.
Can they get the job done today? Nameless, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, they've been a conundrum to evaluate
That's a big
throughout the
word.
year, to say the least. You know,
Conundrum.
looking at this team, you look at it from last year, they're like a top 16, they had some upsets, and then they bring in Nasty, who has been performing. Like, he's delivered. The sub duo, you know, a rocky start. They come into this split, lose to Optic, and then you beat the Riyadh Falcons, right? A huge win for them, where the ARs really played well. Like, Cammy had a great series, led the team in damage. Nasty played well and had the huge sudden death victory over Celium. So we're just kind of in the waiting game of trying to get them all playing well at the same time. And then you dive a little bit deeper and you look at this team and you're like, their map pool just not great. Like, they got two hard points they don't play. Yeah. They got two search and destroys they also just don't play combined on one.
Nasty for insight would make that team insane.
It's just, it's hard to evaluate because
I do agree.
Enough data on this Boston
I think
team.
you get Nasty back with Joe Deceives. That would be a really good team.
Just a Quark. A Quark is
the only thing is Breach would be stupid to give up Nasty.
LA Thieves, though,
they would be
undefeated, currently
stupid
3-0.
They
beat everybody in their weight. Can they beat the Boston
The
Breach?
Flink mentioned it
They can,
as
especially
well.
with the way they've been playing in the last two
If you
series,
give up
there's no reason they shouldn't,
Nasty,
you know, like now,
not
looking
only
at
are you
Thieves as a
actively
team
making
that is
your own
championship
team
caliber,
worse,
meaning they
but
should
you're
beat
making the
everybody
Ultra
below
better.
them. So for me,
And that
they're
is like the
favorites in
worst
this
thing you
series,
could
know,
possibly
especially
do.
with that big win versus Koi. Overload is still a little bit of a problem. I think they still need to add Den
Then
or
Ghosty
exposure
for
to their
Kips
map
and
pool,
Kremmer.
but like everywhere else, they are incredible. They're top 2 break team. Their hard point
Now
is
you're
really good. They
thinking.
have a deep map pool there.
Now you're
They're
onto
top
something,
4
Gold.
post-plant team, so that means
That
in the
sounds
attack,
like it.
they're getting
That
the
sounds
bomb
like it
down,
would
they're
be a
most likely
pretty
to
good
win the
roster.
round, which is huge for a team like
I
this.
think
because
they'd be
typically
dialed.
You find most strengths in search and destroy to
I
be
think
in
they'd
the
be an
defensive side
entertaining
of
team to
things,
watch.
But they're still top 2. So
Truly.
for LA Thieves, this is just a Sunday team in the making.
What a great stat. Hydra leads the team in plants and goals since Niam joined. So more team play coming in from
That
everybody.
would be so
since
funny,
Niam joined,
dude.
I mean, in assists, he's
Those
been
4
insane,
would
which
be
we talked about
insane.
pre-show.
I know,
And,
they should have
just
teamed together.
Looking at that win over Toronto,
They should team
looks
together.
a lot better now after Toronto come in and beat G2. So this could
They,
be
they might be pretty good if they team together.
There's your maps and
That
modes.
Blackheart, and I think that's literally insane. BZ and Hydra versus Perch and Snoopy is what I'm looking at in that map number 1. Don't love it for Boston Breach, but maybe they did it to try and get some better maps.
They're both on 1 on it. So
both on 1.
Yo,
I'm excited. Finally,
she
we're
said a
getting more
BZ Hydra,
Blackheart
but don't
like we haven't
forget,
gotten a ton.
Niam got
When you
that
look at this
gunny
Thieves team, they
with
should
the
be
sub.
insane at it.
They
with
should be
Hydra.
insane.
All right, Scuff
Yeah, I'm
Pickles,
sorry. The
let's throw
Thieves
it out
should
there on
arguably be
line.
the
I'm
best
gonna
team
have
in
you
the
start
game
once
at
again,
Blackheart.
because you went with Toronto Core. You were right. You going Boston Breach today?
I'm not going Boston Breach today. I'm going LA. I really like the
Team
way
might
that they're
run the
looking,
league,
but
I don't know.
I'm hoping for a banger of a
Hey.
series.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah, you know, I thought the last
I
one
guess
would be
we'll never
dramatic.
know.
The maps were, series count wasn't.
I
think
wish
this
LAT
one
would make that
is
team
not
happen.
dramatic
They would
at
be
all.
a
I
good.
got
That
LAT
would be a
taking
good
this one. I
team
think
on
they win
LAT.
this
I
3-0.
think.
I agree. LA. That's who I'm going with.
think that would
too.
be a
I think
pretty
across
solid
the
team.
board, it's going to be LA, which means Boston Breach.
Yeah,
What are you
congrats.
doing? What are you up to? Let's find out. To call the action, it's Miles and
No,
Chance. Let's
no,
get
no.
it started.
Oh no, and we have
Thank you very
Chance.
much,
He's gonna
Taylor.
curse.
We're ready for a good one here. A fun one
No.
indeed. And true La La Land.
We
there on the
can't.
desk,
No, we
everyone's
can't have.
believing in
We
LA.
can't have a
A chance
full
to breach
sweep of
a
Thieves
very formidable
picks
squad. Very
have chance
Yes,
as a
and they play like
caster.
good Call of Duty
That
as
might
well, so I
be
think they're
that
a
might be
fantastic
ultimate
benchmark
curse
team. They
energy.
haven't had a ton of dominant performances, but very structured.
That might be
Everybody brings their
ultimate
game
curse
to the
energy.
table, good fundamentals. They're a
That's
team that
horrible.
rotates. They're a team that gets the kills. They
Gotta
do
lock
right
in.
things in S&D. So if you play your game and if LAT brings
We're
their
hopping
game,
right
sure,
into
the
it.
desk
I love it.
everybody might be correct, but
I love
Boston
it.
certainly a
We got a
formidable
black
force.
hard
Nameless
point.
Smiles. Very excited to see a black heart.
Starting us off here.
Yeah, it's going to be a bang out, and if you've played ranked, and
Let's
I know you
start
have because when you come
ripping,
across my name,
as
you let
Niam
me
would
know
say.
violently and with lots of foul language. It's a good time, and it's
Let's
truly a
rip.
bang out, truly a fun one. Our summer machine gun players will be having a good time. The Dravik in the hand of Abizi is exactly what you want, and this is the kind of start that you look for in a game of Blackout. Oh, nice job, or Blackheart. Ooh, a little bit of a Freudian slip there, folks. Sorry about that. As Hydra 2-1 off the rip, and the opening time's going to go the way of no one.
Yeah, 2 whole seconds being collected, right? It is a moment, though, that you get control
Get
of
active,
this hill.
Niam.
You can lock down for a full 60, and here we go. LAT get the clearance kills, and now everybody fills in their lane.
get the break.
Hydra gets outer, one guy in towards mid, Abizi fills the left side, and you get that funnel system going. Boston, maybe one advantage they have, no trophies just yet, so at least the Semtexes make the impact. You stay away.
Boston
sort of
does
any of that
get
initial
through,
pressure,
though.
and Boston right back in time.
Gonna sit here and hold for P2. I think that's good play here out of the Thieves. Scrappy on a 3.
Feed for Scrap. Keeps that play well and truly alive, and they get the break back there on time. No one, though, going to go for that time. The Thieves happy to take a second or two of Scrap, but certainly playing for the P2.
What the fuck?
Here
Why did
comes
2 just
Boston
spawn
through
with
the left flank.
1?
Yeah, close spawns as well. Cammy spawns up early and he dies just as fast. Scrap, he's gonna lock down
Wait,
this
why
left
did
side.
Cammy
He's
just
got
spawn
number 7
there?
BZ watching his cross.
Am
so
I faded?
No pressure on him. He'll get the information the entire time, and cheeky kills, and now BZ gets to snap. This will be another.
There we go. 4 dead.
down
Huge.
in the feed, and a perfect lockdown of P2 thus far from LAT. Boston, one more opportunity for the attack, and if you screw it up, you'll lose the rotation as well.
Well, they're all going to make their way through the dub side. They're going to make their way now over the top. Scrap's got down the back line, and here we go. Boston breach. They have managed to breach the threshold. Now pressure on Niam on the inside.
That's all right, though.
Can he catch any of these players
That's all right,
before
though.
he
We
can
get
do
all the
more than that?
kills.
He gets 1, and that's another
That's
clean
all right.
wipe.
We get all the
Thieves,
kills.
a perfect hold on P2.
And there goes the rotation as well, unless Purge can bail you out. This is absolute worst case scenario on Blackheart and LAT.
Gotta play for the
Have to start
back.
counting players. None of those arrows are turning just yet, but Purge hasn't made an impact yet.
Big
Took
win
a
in the
little
back.
too long. The engagement had finished.
Oh my
And
gosh.
LAT for players like this, that is
We might
easy
be
cleanup work.
rolling
this
here,
might be
ladies and
the
gentlemen.
Last time we see Boston play Blackheart for quite some time.
Quite
This is a
some
great
time.
start. A BZ 9 and 6.
Approach towards P3
Scrappy
now.
9 and 6
Once
as
again,
well.
Scrap finds his opening kill. Pressure still through the mid here. For
We love
Boston
it.
breach, but they're being picked apart. 1 man at a time. Hydra finds a good corner.
Hydra
Snoopy
for
in
2. Yes, sir.
water alongside Nasty.
Yes, sir.
Eaten alive. A big 2 from Hydra. And again, an incredibly dominant
just
scoreline from
ripped
the LA
Cammy.
Thieves.
Yep, and once
He just
again, the
fucking
mini-map
raped him.
is
Snoopy's
absolutely
1 and 8,
perfect.
dude.
Clearance kills.
Sorry,
Scrap is
2 and
already
8
pushed
now.
out for that rotation.
That one's
over
on me.
towards New
I
and
called
picked
it
up
out.
2 kills as well. He's going to have Niam for a little bit of help through the middle of the map, and he's got Hydra right next to him. So finally, he's caught off guard. And finally, a kill feed that looks good for Boston.
Oh my god.
Problem is, Hydra might just break it
Hydra
down.
with the
Yeah,
crazy
look at how
timing.
annoying he is going to be.
Oh.
Come on, another no way. Snoopy finds
If
himself.
he would've got
his third
Snoopy
kill in a
there
row, so
too,
what
I
a
might
bounce
have
back he's having
creamed.
here so far. Opening hit now towards New. Snoop over the top. Great
These are
damage to the Niam.
running
Kill.
their shit
Is
right
my
now,
boys gonna
though.
pick up something
I
in mid?
love
No,
to
not
see
just
this
yet.
out of the
Scrap still
boys.
holding the front down. So LA Thieves, it is still a beautiful defense. Snoopy trying to get into the mix. No
Huge
good. Hydra on
kills,
the back
huge
line.
kills.
Save. And now to Cammy on the front line. 1 is going to
Yeah,
be
I
great.
agree,
2
Robbie.
would be
Sometimes the
unbelievable.
spawns are a little
Boston
weird.
are hanging on by their fingernails here.
They're hanging on by nothing. They are getting pushed off the cliff as fast as you can. Kills getting traded through the middle of the map, but every single route or avenue that Boston have tried to take instantly covered. Finally, a little bit of clearance, but you're battling right now for 20 seconds of scrap time where, hey, Boston able to get it. The problem is you're gonna lose this rotation as well. All of LAT gonna spawn there and have control of the right side of the map.
Still holding shots in from Scrap. He's
Ripping.
got one hell of a map.
Absolutely
17 and 9, looking
ripping.
unbelievably attractive right now. Makes it a nice clean
Yeah,
18.
Paco-
There's 19 there
Paco
if you
don't
can get.
care. I
Makes
mean,
Snoopy
he's
keeps
12
his
and
head down
7.
and gets away with it. Still,
he's fucking
Boston
running
gonna
them.
walk away with the scrap time. Sprague now complete there for Scrap. The rotation still looking good there for the LA Thieves. They have all bases covered except for that right-hand side flank. Now on the reinforce, now on the time.
Well, the faster Neem goes, the better. Yep, he's just going to get caught a little bit too slow. So I like to
get some info,
on the
though,
back spawns they have to deal with, but Boston simply overwhelming. And you get the extra man in the back to take care of Hydra as well. So
Boston does break the setup to get the hill
round,
here.
Boston finally have some semblance of control, and well, Scrap just going to rip it away. You're still not able to get that time.
You were saying about that control they had? Oh, it's Hydra once again through the mid side, and that is a big one. Another break here on Blackheart. It is disgusting work from the other.
I mean, everybody on the side of Thieves is looking pretty good so far.
And another attempt now. The Thieves in control. Let's go for a
okay,
listening.
nasty. Listening. Maybe.
Left, I'll get her left, okay?
Yeah, I'll try to get that.
Long nasty dead.
I got naded. They might be.
Nice.
Let's get their door.
Dead right, nice. I'm going.
I'm out left.
P5, weak. That's first one right
I have
there.
all the left.
Yo, long.
I have all the left. I have all the left.
He's on the long head.
I have all the left.
You're telling front door. You're telling front door, guys.
I have all the left.
I'm needing front door.
Nothing left. Nothing left.
Too long, guys. Too long. Yo, one front door.
Too long.
One more front door.
Watch it long.
One more purge front door.
one left.
Purge left, I think.
One shot.
Their door.
Kimmy.
Their door on me, Tommy.
Last two front door.
Enter Tommy. Weak. Purge. I have once. Two there.
I found out.
Alright.
Take your time.
Yeah, take your time, Baka. Take your time. Stay alive. That's fine here with Baka.
Yo, 1, 2, 3.
One shot. Half. He's on the close.
I'm going P2.
Yo, one's nasty. One is dubs.
Close nasty, okay? Take off time. Alright, one's our close. Sean, you're open. Yo,
Nice, that's one.
One shot. Find another one on me on there. Or like long.
One's left somewhere.
I'm looking for a left.
Give me one long.
Nothing left right now.
One's P5.
One's our door. Long. I need help.
Long dead.
Nice, guys. Nothing left. Missing one.
One more there. I think short maybe. I think short.
I'll see him.
Oh, dead.
Nice.
We're missing one.
Where'd he go?
Mid door, still sitting there. Literally
Mid door.
Stay out.
I'm staying out.
Stay on the crate.
I'm laid down by the
I got you, Jay. I got you. I make them slide. I have short. Go on the crate, Tony. Go on the crate. I have short. I'm good.
I see nothing mid.
One shot.
They're all going back. They're all going to
Weak. Two more.
Pitching long.
One shot in the back.
Purge is long. Purge is long. Alright, stay alive. Stay alive as long as you can.
I'll be pushing.
Yeah, we're spawning long. We're going to be fine.
I'm gonna go P1 here.
Throw it back on me.
Yo, P1.
Yeah. Nice. Short.
Mid door.
Okay.
Where's
he go? P1. He right side P1.
I hear. I'm trying to get mid here.
Right side P1 dead.
Nice, this one, guys. I'm gonna go long here.
Can we done?
That's two. I'm in your time. He got off time.
Short dead.
Last time. Last guy. He got off.
Hybrid, yeah.
He just jumped.
It's a little messy.
I mean,
it's a little raw.
It seems like they're playing off of one another better right now than we've seen, which is great. You even have Paco calling out like, you know, Neem, do this. I'm gonna do this to like bait for you kind of thing.
Just bought his team enough time to actually start to work the front. So you got a 4v3.
So I do like that. I like hearing that out of the Thieves because I feel like before they were not playing well as a unit.
Take care of Hydra as well.
Now I say that, and we have given up a lot of points here, so that's not ideal. But
it'll start here.
But the Bostonian bounce back is in
I think that hearing the Thieves actually trying to like play off of one another is a good start.
Time. Neem brought down a two-piece. No, Abizi's going to be the man for it. And now to Snoop. He's had himself one slow game, and it is not speeding up at all. Nasty's pinch is wicked. It's a
Nasty shooting the 23 and 21.
Hard point for Boston.
Yeah, and Neem's going to die as well. He's trying to chow mid, but that means he's going to be spawning out. An opportunity for Boston to soar through. Hydra with a bailout gunfight, though, and Abizi wins his as well. So Snoopy keeping up the pressure, but this is a lone man on a mission for the new time, doing what he can, but he has zero support.
Seems like Snoopy's warming up,
Boston,
which is not ideal for the Thieves.
At least he's done enough to stay alive, and he has bought his team the spawn. So Snoopy doing everything he can, and it's gone.
They're all dead.
It's gone.
So
absolutely gone.
All that out the window.
Take care of business. That's going to be an open hard point now, clean and easy.
Scrap is ripping now. 33 and 23.
They can find it here.
With a minute on hill.
Waiting for reinforcements. That's the mid pinch. Not going to happen.
Dope me up, brother.
Scrap finds another kill. 3
Dope me the fuck up, Scrappy.
Last man on time was going to be Purge, and he has now been eviscerated. Once again, the LA Thieves. It is perfect control. It is a strong look here on Blackheart 25 for the win.
Yeah, and I think BZC seen the shots he did. I think a lot of people have seen
that's
that
tragic.
So that is going to be the knife door from this point
that's
forward.
Tragic.
Nasty comes out on top of that battle, and hey, Boston end up fighting for the
Yo, what's up, Jesso?
Huge 15
yeah, the Thieves they're cooking. They're looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah, well, good luck, lads. Well, they did this technically the first time around, but they were on the other side.
They seem to be playing more cohesively, so
good for one.
We
He
love
makes it in
that.
the second. Neum joins him in the fray. Another clean 3 dead. LA Thieves jump on time, boys. And you look at an SR gain. Or 10 CDL points at the end of the series.
Baco.
Here we go. Hydra with 2. And he's not off the map. He's dancing and he's looking fine. 10 for the win. And the last attempt from Boston Breach.
Yeah, this is gonna be it. This is a brutal map once you like lose control. And LA Thieves just able to feast.
Dude.
Pretty much from the start, you get a 100-point
Scrap,
lead. Nasty
Scrap might drop a 40.
for his name.
He might drop a 40
nice
bomb
3
here.
to fight for this time.
As an
Trying to
AR.
move quietly to break through, but I think now LAT get what, maybe 6 different attempts to win a sequence of gunfights, and they'll be able to deliver the game. What, 160 for Boston, working on a 100-point comeback.
Yeah, but is
Nasty's got a 30 bomb
is
as
this
well.
how it goes? We've seen some insane moments. Thieves, we are truly going to put you to the test here. The pressure starting to mount, and every second lost is a single ounce of that pressure gained. Cammy. Through mid, good trades.
Yeah, so far the map has been solid for the Thieves.
And it's the LA Thieves who managed
Great
to
start
not
to
let
the
map
series.
get away for them.
I mean, they
Strong
came out
start here
hot,
in
which
the
is something we
series.
haven't
They're
seen the
on
Thieves
Black
do
Hawk.
very much.
Yeah, feet up
So
to
that's
the
a great
I gotta say,
feeling.
I was like, from the list
That is a
we had
great
with
feeling.
LAT, didn't sound that great, like for my ears, but at the same time, the way the map plays out, you don't really have to calm too much. I think it sort of plays itself as long as you're calming out like, hey, I'm spawning here, here's the pressure, stay alive on P2, your XYZs. It really is sort of a bare bones map, and I mean, LAT certainly handle it well. Right from the opening break, get firm control, clean rotation over P2. They win up by 100 points to start the game, even though Boston started battling after the fact. A lead on a map like that is extraordinarily difficult to come back from. So
79.
yeah, you'll just tip the damage. Scrap and Hydra absolutely doing their jobs. Output was absolutely fantastic. And for Hydra, 2 minutes in the hill, you don't see that very often.
No, you really don't. Hydra's not a big hill guy. Absolutely not the case usually, but Abizi, the POV was always a delight to watch there. Certainly going to get a lot of love here in the highlights. And
Scrappy
every
was
kill counts.
slamming
Very
Boston
very fast map here in the COD League.
in this one.
An
He
exciting
was
bit of work
he
there
was
from
ripping
Hydra
them.
alongside Scrappy damage. We'll be talking about that for a minute longer, but a chance, a good look there to start things off for the LA Thieves. Again, a very, very strong squad in the respawns on paper, and things starting to work out. Neum obviously joins the team, does what he can, turn it all around, and I feel like this has been a smooth sailing in the Major 2 qualifiers. Not that it would have been that much different, but we're starting to see a little bit more of the enabling of Scrap, the enabling of Hydra. Keep them in the hot seat, keep those hands going.
Possibly. It is very interesting that the schedule that LAT have had, though, they're almost working in like reverse order of the league standings. Like they got Toronto when they were in the middle of a roster change and an 0-11 spree. They got your Vancouver Surge. Like your team's literally at the bottom. Boston is certainly a step up, but they're just like slowly going up the ranks. So I suppose the question is, how far can they go? Because as you say, you got a new roster. You want to catch the flow state. You want to have some confidence. Well, they've been able to do exactly that because, yes, as you say, Scrap and Hydra have really started to farm.
Yeah, we're looking at like a final boss scenario with their entire qualifying run. It is going to get more challenging, and I think that's a good thing for the squad. I think they certainly need that a perfect alignment of the stars.
I mean, that
the
was
planets,
like
and the
a
schedule
perfect
for them.
parallel graph right there. Boston
as well,
really
going
wasn't
into the
getting
exposure section
any
of the
closer
series.
throughout
Boston,
the map.
No strangers
Thieves
to
kind
the
of held a
not bad
steady lead
whatsoever.
the
But
whole
after the
time.
Blackheart performance, I mean, are you giving a lot more credence there to the LA Thieves boys? They're just looking that little bit better.
I mean, it is worth pointing. Like, at least the Boston camp started to warm up the guns a little bit. It was like a very tough first 3 hills. I think Snoopy started off like 1-7 in that capacity. Once the guns got rolling, the game felt at least a little bit more even. So I think it'd be a battle on Den. I don't know if it'll necessarily be a clear-cut gap across the board. I'm very excited to see how much sniper that Scrap is going to be bringing out on this map. Obviously, one of the more lethal players we have in the league.
I want
Love
to see a
guy
Scrappy
like that
boomstick. I
without
think
the
we
aces,
all
because the more
in
skill
chat
disparity
want to see
you
a
have,
Scrappy
the higher
boomstick.
expectations I would have for that type of player. So I think Den, a great place for him to show off the goods.
And we will certainly see the goods. Not only are we going to see the goods.
Oh,
in
I
this
want
match,
to
we're
see
gonna
the goods.
At DreamHack Atlanta. Major
I want
3
to see the goods.
tickets are on sale. These are the single day tickets, folks. If you are able to scan a QR code, grab
I wonder,
it.
actually,
Otherwise,
I should look at
Google will be your friend. We'll be there.
how much
Pros will
the
be there.
DreamHack
There'll
tickets
also be a
are.
pro
I
and
feel like the
a ton of fun as
DreamHack
well.
tickets
That
are
is
probably
Major 3
cheaper than
coming up
Champs
May,
tickets.
Atlanta, Georgia at DreamHack.
I'm
Can't wait. That
assuming.
should be a very, very fun one indeed.
It
Fun,
dead ass
that
might
is the
be
name of the
cheaper
game.
for me to go to
Liam,
fucking
though, it
DreamHack
is strictly
Atlanta
business.
than
He's
it would
having a
be for
moment
me
of
to go to
zen there
Champs.
as he prepares himself for this search and destroy.
Just because the tickets
done. We are ready to rock
would
and
end
roll,
up being
folks.
like
It is
$800
time
because you have to get 2
go
tickets
into the den. S&D. It ain't bad so
for
far in search and
Champs.
destroy, chance. It ain't bad at all.
Yeah, defense absolutely on point on this map, especially as you see there at the bottom of that little note. #1 team in the game. On the flip side, fantastic.
#1 ranked defense on Den.
Down, which means these guys
Hell yeah.
are slay heavy.
Hell yeah,
One of the most
75%
surprising
win
things
rate.
about LAT, you saw their
That's-
opening dual win percentage.
That's damn good right there,
#1,
ladies
at
and
least on the
gentlemen.
defensive side of things.
75% win rate.
Abizi is no
You don't
longer
get that
first blood
every
kid.
day.
A rare thing to say, a rare thing to see, but as him and Hydra have somewhat overlapping play styles, Abizi has made some crazy adjustments to his gameplay. Nonetheless, incredible player, just a different style. And, well, for Boston, great opening break call.
See
over
here,
towards
Niam's
A.
kind of
Nobody
isolated here. These are rotating over though. That was a really quick A take for Boston, but Scrappy gets the first blood on Bomb Planter.
Scrappy, the immediate retake attempt. And a quick peel there to take care of the player on bottom. Now you check all the usual spots. You make sure you now know that they're all on the roof side.
Rip,
And
yeah,
that's where
Cammy,
Hydra
you're not winning that one. I'm sorry to
we
tell
should
you.
be looking at a very clean retake here. Boston
Wow,
Breach
what a retake from the
absolutely
Thieves.
picked piece by piece from the play. And that's the
Scrappy with 2
defuse.
on the round.
Yeah, shout out Scrap as well. Breaks the round down. Again, Abizi, not the
guy's
first blood
just
guy for
insane.
this squad. On the defensive end, there goes Scrap for the credit. And does his job to a T. First one there in the post plant off site. Gets the first blood. And as long as he's able to do that and stay alive, already done his job. And then, of course, he goes on and gives you 2. Buys Hydra time to go on the pinch.
Big time kills
That
from
is an
Scrappy there
easy,
to be able to retake
calibrated
that.
round coming in from LAT.
Yeah, I mean, it's Boston. It's on them to not give Snoopy more coverage from that tree side.
I saw
Hoping to
him.
be
I
as
saw him
sneaky as
challenge
possible,
Cammy, and
but
I knew.
He's got no hopes, got
I
no
knew he
cover,
was getting
he
2
has
on the
no
round.
chance. As soon as
No
he hears
disrespect
that
to
bomb being
Cammy,
planted, he was
but-
taken out the round immediately. So
I mean, Scrappy,
we'll see if they can bounce
Scrappy
back on
has
the
a
defensive look here, but Thieves,
a
they will be
straight
on
up
the attack.
square up. Yeah,
Hold on a stay there with the bomb, and it looks
it's gonna
like
be
it's
hard
going
to beat that guy.
And you're just going to have an absolute standoff.
I was going to say your wish was nearly granted.
Hydra with the first blood this
another
time.
Blood. This time it's Hydra.
Cammy's got to back off.
Yeah, it's a great bait as well. Scrap might miss the shot, but
Oh!
just a huge overcommitment. Well, and there's the shot coming through. And LAT quick on the play call as well. Now they got the
Scrappy with that
4v2, and they
boomstick,
wasted
man.
absolutely no time. Go capitalize on the open bomb site, and it does not get any better.
He's gonna
As
go.
long as you don't
He's
die
gonna go
Messi
for one
from
mid here.
Ow.
Abizi has the flak jacket on. You'll take
Yo,
it.
could we
Move
get
on to
Scrappy's pop here?
He's dressed for the
I
occasion.
know he's gonna go
Tuck
for
them
a
toes away,
snipe.
son. Keep yourself safe. Big 2-man advice. Now Scrap's still dancing.
Oh!
He sure can. His teammate picks up mid as well.
Give
And
him
the
that
Thieves
head.
smells like a big win.
Give Scrappy that head.
And, you know, listen,
Come on
so
now.
Boston played good fundamental Call of Duty. You had a 2-2 square up, like player split over
Turn me
towards
up.
that A site. Scrap misses the shot, and that just means a player on Boston's like, let me go trade out on this kill. Of course, when he does
Both
hit
of
the
his
shots,
snipes were
absolutely
headshots.
clean. Deals with the flinch,
Oh
hits the
my
quick scope. That is
gosh.
everything you want and then some. But
That's gross.
They're playing off of Boston's good fundamentals. And LAT just right now
The
step
neck
ahead.
is just getting head.
I also want to say that Abizi managed to take the bomb to B.
Dare
By the
I
way,
say it.
Make it to lights. Go all the way back to
The
B.
neck is
get a
getting
plant.
head.
What steps
4-0.
that man just got in. Hit his 10K in that round for sure. An opportunity once again now to go towards A with the bomb. And we're looking exactly the same. Oh, nearly. A lot more evidence now of the LA Thieves in the middle of the map. And Hydra still
Another
will
quick
be the man on the
A
flank.
take for Boston here.
The stuns have landed. The bomb has been planted. Game on.
Well, we saw Scrap check this corner before, and yeah, the nade's already raining down on him, so they have no qualms. They know exactly what
Scrap
Purge
with
is.
another
Scrap,
first blood.
Purge dealt with. Abizi, the next one in line, funnels them through. Boston played good Call of Duty, and that means for LAT, it is extremely easy to play against.
That's a great
You know
round
they're just
once
doing
again out of the
smart
Thieves.
plays, and they're picking them apart.
Yeah. Easy.
Scrap is ripping.
And run that one right through the legs. That is a good,
Ain't nothing to
another
it.
very efficient round from the LA Thieves. And again, Boston, they're trying to do a lot there. Nasty on the wrap back here, getting shot in the back like this. Hydra has been the man on the flank. He's been out on those rooftops. Go Ninja, go. It's been very, very strong work from them, with a scrap on the front, hitting disgusting snipes. And then the teamwork and the trades there by the A-bomb. Very, very efficient, very clean work out of the Thieves. Good start to the search.
Yeah, I mean, they just bring out a small variant. On
I know it's not the case, but Neum just looks like he's so
you
uninterested
know,
in what he's
Matt
doing.
It with the stats, phenomenal team on defense, and now on the attack.
Like, you look at Neum in between rounds, and he just looks so bored.
You have sent a BZ, the true First Blood King, in. He has found
Oh,
his
Scrap
position.
gets that
His
info.
team has got him there. Now they're readjusting and reading the pinch. That is so tough for Snoopy. LAT are ahead of the game.
Oh my god, yeah, Snoopy's cooked, dude. Oh, that was good timing for the Thieves there.
Now. No show through the middle of the map. That gives a BZ the true right to a corner. And a BZ.
Snoopy had nowhere to go.
Good God, the mini-map just freaked me out, but they're below, and he finds one. He's looking for the next. Nasty over the top.
Oh my god, he gets
the
out.
Shots, but you don't finish him.
Oh my god.
He's still alive. And the dance is
Oh my god.
on.
Abeezy's just finessing. What the? How did Abeezy stay alive that long?
Into the fight, and they managed to walk away with a win there in the middle of the map. So now Scrap continues his spree, his reign of terror. And with a Hellstorm in the back pocket, it's
Abeezy
4
was
straight rounds to the
right
LA
there.
Thieves.
And that evil little terror just gets to chuckle as he dances around. He's having a fun
Poor
time.
Nasty, dude.
He's playing against
He's
Boston.
fighting
Yeah,
for his
no,
life
things
to
are
get
going
that
great.
kill. And
once
Abeezy's
again,
just
a
being
perfectly
shifty.
calibrated round. He didn't need the fleet foot fancy footwork coming through for Abeezy in this round. They won it long before this moment.
That's so
Unless
brutal,
if you
man.
want to demoralize your opponent, Abeezy doing a great job.
He does end up getting the kill,
If
but
anything, Nasty did get
insta-traded.
Finally, it took an entire M15 magazine.
I guess
and
that's the consolation, is that
several rounds of his
Nasty
45,
did end up
but he
getting
got
the
him
kill in the end.
It's a 5 spree from Scrap here in the
At that point,
fifth round.
if you're chasing somebody around that long,
Boston have absolutely been put through
you
the
getting the
paces
kill
here
is
on
like,
Den.
at least I got the kill, bro.
Yeah, and they just tried to
Like,
lay
if
hit
you
this
don't
B
get the
site
kill,
that LAT are watching the entire way
so
through.
checked.
Scrap there with the angle.
1, 2.
Spots out 2 players. So easy.
Yeah, he found the third as well. He's got all the intel in the world to work. Oh, come on. All the intel in the world to work with. But beautiful
that
nade there,
nade hit
Snoopy.
Hydra,
Managing to
though.
buy some space and fighting their way out of tins. So not a terrible spot to be in now for Boston. Lovely work.
4v3 for the Thieves.
I know it's a 3v4 and it's not technically a good play, but just to be toxic because you're up 4-0, why not?
I think he's doing it. No, maybe. I'll trust some observers to catch that one out. But yeah, back over.
Another A hit for Boston Breach.
I mean, if you call it in at the right time, you're definitely going to get the guy by tree. That is a given. Maybe wait for the bomb plant. Maybe we just send it. Purge. Eyes on. Bomb should get planted here. And here we go, boys and girls. Through tree. Over the top. And it's unbelievable work.
We get
it is
3.
unbelievable work. Boston. Like a house of cards. Someone's come in and just
Neum
guffed,
just instantly
sent
on the
those cards
fuse.
flying.
Oh man, what a retake from the
Perfect
Thieves.
5-0 here on the search.
Scrappy's on
And
a 6 streak.
Perfect defensive retakes on the A
Already
site,
has his
all with their own
cruise.
twist, all with the own little variants coming through from LAT. Boston, in the meantime, we've seen a similar setup previously, exactly like that.
dude.
The LAT broke down, and I mean that's just teamwork.
That's
If you don't have
great
the numbers,
teamwork right
make sure
there.
you are grouped up
Absolutely
together, and then
cooking
you'll
the
find
aim
a
assist
way
right
to
there.
have those numbers.
Oh, dude,
Flip
you
side
know,
for Boston,
that
I mean, what
aim
do you
assist
tell
drag
them?
was
Like if the
chalk.
structure isn't working, you want to tell
That
them to
was
get loose, be
chalked.
free. Snoopy's tried that, got picked apart immediately. Every aspect of a game plan Boston had brought to the table, Thieves have just absolutely stuffed them. And Scrap looking for the old infinite
We're
KD.
stuffing them. We're stuffing them.
It's perfect work. It's perfect work. And we're out. We're in.
First blood, huge.
Can't end it. He cannot end the reign of terror. Scrap, the Shogun here on Den.
Wonder if Scrap's even going to try and
find another one.
call
He's
in
holding
the,
it. Here they come.
the Hellstorm.
Opening nades are good. Plenty of damage. He's going to send those players back. Oh, we're not bomb
Guess he
plungers
can't
yet, so
now,
we are
'cause
still
they're all
holding
inside.
The line. Come on. The damage
Oh,
is
a
unbelievable.
Beezy.
Sends in
It's a
Tyler first for the
Beezy.
cleanup kills, and he finds 2. The third man on his right shoulder.
Ooh.
Perfect game of search and destroy.
Oh my god, Scrappy doesn't even die, bro. Scrappy doesn't even die.
And Miles, you hit the nail perfectly.
Oh my gosh.
Is the absolute correct word.
This
for
guy
that map that
strapped.
we just
Yo,
watched.
he heard what Octane
LAT
said and was like,
did
all
not
right,
make
bro,
a
hold my
single
beer.
mistake any step of the way. Offense
This
or
guy.
defense, the play
This
calls
guy.
on point, the adjustments as good as it gets. Even when they got first blooded, they clutched the 3v4 in a matter of like 10 seconds once the opening salvo broke out. It quite
8-0
literally
from
does not
Scrap.
get better than that. Boston Breach.
With the most
I mean,
Dammy
that is
in the
one of most
lobby.
demoralizing performances we
I mean,
have seen
dude,
all
this
year.
guy.
Yep, absolutely.
7-9.
Work.
Wait,
Immaculate
how did he have
work
7
from
non-traded, but he
the
didn't
LA
die?
Thieves. Their sacrifices this morning to the
How did he
COD
have
gods
7
has
non-traded,
been
but he didn't
absolutely
die?
Warranted. 6-0. Going into this Den Overload with nothing but confidence, nothing but belief in the system and belief in one another as teammates. That really was as good as it possibly gets in a game of Search and Destroy. Any parting words, Charts, before we go to a break?
I'm being converted, man. Get Dog on the team. I want to see Sensor. I need to see more Sensor in my life is all I want, Miles.
On that note, folks, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are going to be playing a game of Overload on Den, and it is looking squeaky clean for the LA Thieves. We'll find out if they can keep the run going after this.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
What's up, Bibby? Good to see you. You just missed a hell of an SMB right there, at least for us.
All right, guys, I'm the GM. Now I pick my team, throw some darts.
Oh, you saw the last
figure
4
out who's gonna
rounds?
be on my
Okay,
roster.
good.
Number
Okay,
one,
good.
I'm gonna aim for the king right here. Good personality, good skill. Bullseye. Number 2, you gotta go Hydra Animal, of course.
Damn,
Bullseye.
Jacob.
Let's go, Brandon.
Why are you so mad about how
Yo,
bad
3 for 4
Boston
right
is?
here. Hold up. We're going Porter.
Yo, we got to put some respect on Nasty's name, though. Nasty's
God,
actually
Dill.
been good.
Come on, Dill. All right, man. I'll take that, though.
Nasty's
That's
actually
3
been
for
good.
4. I'm taking that all day of the week.
We
I
were
think my
talking about it
squad's
earlier.
probably
If
winning
Nasty went to
at
Koi,
least
that
2
would
tournaments a
actually
year.
help
So
Koi
who
a
on the
lot.
team is going to be carrying the bomb in S&D?
Still an envoy. That guy is getting the bomb down, dead, alive.
I hated that
Match
org since its
is down.
inception.
When you
Damn,
guys win a
Jacob,
major, who's
you
gonna
and
spend the
Destiny
earnings most
would be best
Probably
friends.
Brandon. Guy bought a $250,000 Porsche. I know he's got
What the
something
fuck
else
happened to
up his sleeve that he
Rocker?
wants to
I
buy,
don't
so
know.
we're
They did
definitely
not
going
look.
Brandon. Current
They
net
did
worth
not
of the
look like
team,
their normal
we're
selves
loaded
today.
right now. We got Seth probably 20+ mil, Brandon probably like 5 mil.
They did
Bill's a
not
millionaire,
look
Paco's close to
like
a
what
millionaire,
we've
probably
seen
a
from
millionaire.
them.
Oh, I didn't even see Formal down there. I actually would have thrown for Formal instead of Porter, just so like the less psychopath vibes on the team.
So now you're going to drop one player, remove the dart from their face, and go for one more. Who are you going to do?
All right, I'm gonna drop Dill. We're gonna go to my last pick, and that was Formal. Oh my God, don't give me Puckett. Don't give me Puckett. Don't give me Puckett. Don't give me Zin. We lost, bro. I mean, now we definitely lost,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie, we might have.
You
we
need
might be dead last
16
round.
for
But
Scrap
I
to hit the
do
over?
think
Oh.
that those 3 could probably win a couple matches, but with Puckett
Bibby,
being the 4th,
Scrap is absolutely
that shit's gonna be
ripping
rough.
today.
I don't even know if we're making champs. Probably like 10.
Like, I don't mean to
I was the
try
GM.
and
I'm
jinx it or
unbelievable at
anything,
darts, by the
but
way. You guys gotta tune in to whenever. I'll make a YouTube
we
video
got
or something
a
with that.
we got a Den
Yeah.
overload
You guys-
coming up. I feel like Scrappy should be able to get 16 for you.
Oh,
Oh, X-Mid's making the play.
Oh,
I feel like Scrappy should be able to get 16 for you.
Okay, so.
It's
Come on, man. Oh my God, bro.
Nasty wins it. Boston take the map 3.
I'm telling you, Nasty's
Ladies
gross.
and gentlemen, as
We need some help.
Being a GM, not an easy job. We love you, Chris. We're sure you could help the boys get an S&D win, but who didn't get an S&D win? These guys struggled massively against the might of a confident and well-oiled machine. That was the LA Thieves. In a den we go, though, a spot of redemption, or redemption, if you will. I will show myself out.
Please don't leave me, Moss. You do this every year. No, I mean, for LAT, they just played one of the best maps we've seen all year, through and through. Couldn't even get hype about it because it was that level of dominant. Of course, in Overload, maybe you expect a battle. Very comparable stats, at least when it comes to the kills department. Certainly the amount of damage that Scrap is doing is a little bit of a standout. Admittedly, a little bit map dependent. Could certainly play a small factor, but no, Scrap has firmly proved himself. Not that there was ever any
Dude,
doubt.
it's
One of the best
actually
players in the
insane
game.
how
It
much
is a
damage Scrap
very
deals.
high expectation
Like,
we have for that player, and
this guy-
he rises to the occasion every single time.
I genuinely don't know how he does it.
Really, in the recency bias that we love here in the Call of Duty world, pretty solid. We'll see how the den goes, though. It has been the turning point, and it must be the turning point for the reverse
Have
sweep,
Scrap
which is
on the
gonna
over
happen with the
exceed
Boston
on the
Breach.
under,
A
and
team
go
that is
see a
capable
Nep
of
on the
doing it.
over?
They've just got to overcome
Well,
themselves.
I'm
They are
wishing you luck,
run
Vivi.
in the
I'm
S&D. Game
horrible
five, we got a
with
question on exposure. As far as
over
this
and
mode
under
goes,
bets.
they got the capability.
I'm
They've
terrible.
got the legs to run it home.
I
Can they find
fuck
it on
those
Den?
up
Last
all the
chance to
time.
stay alive against the slaying prowess of Scrap and Hydra.
He's got a 1.64 right now.
I mean, listen, confidence is king.
With
in the world of
46
Call of Duty.
kills.
It completely alters the way you play. If you don't trust
An
either
infinite
yourself or your
S&D
teammates,
KD.
you take gunfights in a different way. You calm a little bit a different way. It messes with your flow as a team. If you're playing with confidence, the game becomes very light, very easy. LAT gotta have all the confidence in the world.
16, that's all you need, Vivi.
Beatdown
We'll be
on the
looking out
first two
for it.
maps. Boston, if they don't start fighting back
We'll
immediately,
be looking out for it.
It's just going to be feet up for the LAT.
Yeah, we gotta be on the Scrap Pov off
The
rep
next
here.
10 minutes of overload
Guy's
play.
been absolutely ripping today.
It could get very ugly very quickly. We'll find out. What the
That's
outcome of
unfortunate.
This matchup will be, and damn it, how fantastic. And
That's
amazing it's
unfortunate
nice to be
timing.
He alongside Hydra now on the attack through Broken. Not going to happen. Nasty holds him at bay for a second longer, and now Hydra is just another red dot on the minimap for Nasty to deal with.
Well, if they get the device out, yeah, Snoopy has the coverage over towards
Not
the
great.
B site. Of course, though, getting past them, not an easy thing. Yeah, Scrap takes out the device, fries too, and now Snoopy, if
Dude.
anything, out of position. You got to imagine from Cammy's perspective, his first death, he walks out of spawn and already
His
Hydra
gunny
was
is
looking for
gross.
those spawn
Thieves already
kills.
have a ton of
LAT,
positioning here on the
they're
left
gonna
side of
be
the
bringing
map.
the pressure
To
this
the
map.
bottom
Look at
side of the
train,
mini
look at
map.
all aboard the pain train, and they're trying to send it all the way towards the B zone. Into the goal we fly. Scrap. Oh, the turn was
Dammy?
fantastic. The damage good enough, but now it's a 2v1 there with the device in hand. Not going to happen.
Boston's
That
able
is
to
a
shut it
great start
down.
there for Breach, and now opportunity to fight forward. Or opportunity for Neem.
Oh,
to
how does Neem get
very
two there?
Tricky
Oh!
on the inside of
How does he get
Broken.
three?
What a force spree, and they're still going. No good for goal.
Yo,
What attempt.
Boston, how do you let him get 3?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying about the confidence as well, Miles. Cammy should have had him dead to rights, but he backed away from the chow, a little bit caught off guard, and then, well, Neem turns into a little bit of a highlight. LAT gonna maintain that pressure. The device
You don't
is
get a
gonna
cap out of
reset,
it, but man, that was a
unless
nice
for
play
Breach,
out of
you are
Neem.
feeling very uncomfortable.
Nice
stuck
little
on your side of the
3-piece
map.
from the
Yeah,
kid.
they have barely been able to get across the middle point of Den. And now once again back over towards the B goal.
Hydра's taking a ton of space
The
here.
portal, if you will. And right now Hydra, he has his aperture set on the kill. Once again slowed down.
Neem?
There's going to be reinforcements
Nope,
from Neem.
does get taken down by Purge.
Again, a perfect stop.
Beezy
Scrap
for
still
2 though. A
keeping the
Beezy
play
for
going. And
3.
that's a 2-man hit and the goal is
That's a
open.
cap.
Sends it home.
That's a
and that's
cap.
going to be LA Thieves in the lead.
Yeah, this is tough too. Purge was bringing
Scrappy's
his
got
A game
7
to this overload map, at least thus far. And well, Scrap on a 3.
Make it 8.
Easy there was able to give you 3 in the highlight reel
Oh
plays.
my gosh.
Trying to continue them. And this is gonna be another
that's
capture
another
by
cap.
the looks of it. Yep, Neum,
That's another quick
a
cap.
sniper
I
bullet
like this out of
there, and he
Neum.
even gets the hesitation capture.
Wait for the
to buy his
boys.
team more time to get into position.
Scrappy,
LAT
ripping.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Oh my
Scrap that
God.
2-piece. That was
Oh my
X-rayed.
God. He only needs
Changed
6
the
more,
rating
Vivi.
of this entire stream.
Oh my
Please,
God. He's
somebody
ripping.
stop him. Another big kill. 3 now
He's
in a row. He's
11
got
and
top control
4.
entirely. He has stopped the play from Breach. They've got no legs, no air in the lungs. They are being slaughtered here. No, Scrap.
They're just
Someone
not shooting
end
back.
Holy sugar, he nearly did that as well, Charles.
Well, yeah, thanks to Purge. 14 kills.
Oh, big win for
Purge is doing everything
I guess
he
it was
can
nasty,
right now to
but
will his
Purge stayed
team
alive
to
there.
Not victory, the opportunity just to have a fight, you know? So they're fighting for a 50-50 split.
Purge
All
is
they're
the
gonna
only
get
one
with
shooting
Vice
back on the
control,
side of
lead blocker,
Boston right
Nasty's
now.
leading the charge. Reloading. Bad
He's
way to
actually
take
got more kills than
Bad way
Scrappy.
to take gunfight happens to the worst of us, and that's gonna be 145 still to play. Only a 2-0 lead.
Is the
so
stream
far for
dying?
the
Yeah,
Thieves.
it's
This
been
is not a
happening
strong
like
position
all
to
day.
park the bus in at all. Scrap,
I
though,
don't know
it gives
why.
you a lot more fortified attempt here. Oh, and the second for Purge. Beautiful work. Able to get the pickup, surely. Here come the reinforcements once again. You've got to flush them out of the A-bomb site. You've got to flush them out of the small room. And
What are we
Nasty,
doing?
he's got his hand on the lever, but the bomb has been reset. Here we go. Another attempt here, lads. But the Thieves are holding you. Snoopy on the pinch just
Bro,
gets
my stream's been
destroyed.
tweaking all
And it is
day.
still
It's been
anyone's
tweaking
game in
all
the
day.
first half.
Yeah, now Boston.
You got it, Vivi.
The wrong way. Neum's going to be on a pinch. Well, okay,
17
deal
just
with it.
in the
Heads up,
first
Call of
half.
Duty being played, and you've at least bought the pressure. But again, the device is still on your half of the map. Boston struggling past that 50-yard line.
He is
God.
really, the route taken has been difficult.
He's
He managed
incinerating.
to lose that player. Uh-oh, Neum has now cut down the player in mid-cart. If he can overextend here, there's a possibility for another play. But again, as far as position goes, strong work from the Thieves. This is going to respawn on the top side of the map. Thieves will be going back for it. Not a lot of love shown. We're desperately trying to get that third goal. Just over 30 to play here in the first half.
Well, now LAT with the BZ leading the charge.
Where are we
Gonna swing
bringing this one?
out left, or maybe just shove
Going
it
mid?
right through mid. 3 players.
Quick hit to A? I like that. I
Look at
like that.
Boston on the
I
mini
like
map.
that.
Nobody's gonna
I
be
like
home.
it.
Nasty in a slideshow,
I
the only
like
one that
it.
could stop it, but you get juked like crazy. Boston out of position.
Just
LAT
absolutely
with a 3-0
crossed
lead,
him
and
up.
obviously, I mean, this is one of the most efficient series of Call of Duty we have seen all year.
60.5 for both
yeah.
Scrap and Net.
Unbelievable.
Oh, shit.
The Thieves, have they got something to be
I
after
mean,
this? What's the deal? They look
you already got Scrap.
Fourth cap. Are we going to end the half a little early? No good on the pickup and no chance. Anyone
Thieves
there
with
from
3 in the
Boston
first
can
half.
give themselves
Looking
a fighting
good.
chance. A fighting
Looking
chance has been
good.
thrown out the window, mate. What a run from the Thieves in the first.
Dude, in the play call as well, they had a lot of like specific play calls, even in S&D that I was
Yo,
really
Scrap's
big fan
hit
of,
rate
like
gotta
the
be feeling
4
good
hit mid,
today.
Get a BZ in position underneath.
gotta
the
have
window,
good
like
hit rate
playing for the
today.
lobby pinch, or, you know, if something works out his way, and then everybody leaves. You accomplish that on the map, you move away. What they just did in Overload, or at least that like quad hit through couches, they managed to get everybody grouped up in time perfectly, and nobody on Boston had information.
Oh, that's
like
so
you can
filthy.
see the device guy through a wall every few seconds, but they just hadn't taken any gunfights. You go for a 4-man spread on defense because Boston are trying to cover
Jacob.
everything. But LAT just on top of it, lightning
That's
fast. They were able to
insane.
make that play call, juke it through P2.
That's insane.
And simply the way they set that up, it was unstoppable.
Ooh.
Yeah, beautiful. Really, really
Nasty
beautiful
gets
stuff.
that one.
Another capture here. Here we go. That's the cleanup. That's going to be the cap, and that's going to be 4-0
That should
right
be
off
another
the
cap,
rip.
yep.
Position still superb from the LA Thieves. Boston
Damn,
in
Thieves just
position now for the
insta-capped.
next spawn. Opportunity
Uh-oh.
to maybe get themselves out of the
Oh,
hole.
Neum.
Good God, Neum.
Oh,
what a
Neum.
win that was. You've cleaned house.
Yep.
Bottom side
Yep.
of the map
Cut.
is wide open right now. Neum now, the pace
Yep.
of the LA Thieves is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, that's another
suffocating moment once
insta-cap,
again,
dude.
and there's the 5th.
I mean, we're playing for stats now. This is, you get to have fun. You get to be free. LAT, it's what? Scrap is +7, Hydra +1, Neum +2, and a BZ -1. See how many kills these guys could get.
Oh, come on. Great shots there in the Cami. The rooftop battle is now still being run by the LA Thieves.
Oh my
they have
gosh.
taken Boston all
We're
the
still
way,
winning
and now
worlds.
another push.
BZ almost jumped off the map.
Good catch, Abe.
He saved
Good
himself.
Catch. Great hands. Still holding on to that left flank. Ball or EMP on its way up as well now. But hey, you've got options towards A. It's a long way to go though, and they are going to make the run. Abizi's still
grabbing back around to B here. They got to kill mid cut.
And not that I have any advice for him, but Boston not even really playing for the win. Like, they just had a player posted up towards mid. Like, at this point for Boston, and again, if you try to play this way, you're gonna lose even faster. They have to absolutely run it down.
They playing for the rotation here. They
endlessly.
might.
They do not have any time to breathe. They have to play at a pace. They gotta play advanced warfare basically for the next 3 minutes. And of course, you're down by 6. It's now.
Don't tell me he gets the kill.
It's not going great. Well, it's 3 dead. An opportunity now to get at least one on the board. 3 minutes. What an insane comeback it would be. And Abizi once again proving to be a difficult man to deal with. He is schmoovin', boys and girls. Serious schmoovement. Mid-map is still where the play will be. Holy, it's an ugly looking kill feed.
Wow.
As Niem unfortunately takes care of everyone, but that is enough to buy that
stuck
space
him.
and give the Thieves again a fighting chance to make a run.
They're getting the stakes too. This truly has been a series where everything that could go right for LAT absolutely did. They just played extraordinary Call of Duty. And now it's just a victory lap time.
Yeah, Thieves look so good today.
Can't even get one. Just
they genuinely look so good
Another
today.
4-man wipe there for Boston. Abizi already pushed out past this A zone. And you're just constantly playing for it's like the black cart where they just had to play a break simulator every single hill. They're trying to break through the front. Absolute nightmare. Now you're getting sniped with a pistol in the middle of the map. This feels miserable if you're Boston. This is how I'm so sorry, guys.
Neeb's second hat trick of the season so far, alongside Scrat. Unbelievable work from those two. Nasty on the defense here.
Oh.
CLA Abe, his hands weren't quick
Gets
enough
the
that
kill,
time
but he
round.
falls
And a
off the
clean
map.
up, and this is it. Boston.
This could be a cap for
surely run
Boston.
This one home. Nasty takes the route
Never
through
mind.
mid. The goal was wide open. The defenders were in place.
Never mind.
And it was not enough. So Boston, oh my goodness, it was served up to them on a platter, and they were not able to take it. 6-0 still.
Wow.
Nothing good for Breach in the second half.
Overkill, wish we could have seen more gameplay, but GG's Thieves, yeah. It would be nice to watch them play more. That's kind of like the biggest downside is when the Thieves look good, you don't get to see them play that much.
Like series as well from start to finish. I mean, I know we had like 5.5k damage after the first 2 maps, like plus 18.
I mean, this is just a belt to ass.
You just gotta run it up. Even
Purge and Nasty, they need some help.
It ain't great.
They need some help, brother.
Of the entire match.
Somebody's got to shoot back.
Unbelievable kills.
Yo, am I crazy or is Snoopy kind of dropped off?
Here, folks. It has been an unbelievably swift.
I feel like Snoopy's dropped off.
Perfunctory pumping from the LA Thieves.
No disrespect, but last couple times I've seen Boston play, he has struggled a pretty good amount.
A 10 CDL points that must have felt like. And their campaign towards Major 2 looking as strong as it possibly could.
Yeah, and of course, once we got to the free point
no
of the
way,
game,
Niem.
LAT get a
I
play
thought,
for
dude, I
kills.
thought
Scrap
Niem was
stayed
just gonna
about
run it
even.
down and cap
BZ
that.
ends up going maybe +2 in that category. Hydra jumped up to +8.
Oh, that's another cap.
He wins or had himself.
That's
a
another cap.
Time, and
that's a 7-0 for the
got
Thieves.
Hat-trick, finishes off with a nice 4 overloads captured as well. Everybody on LAT doing their job, having an absolute blast in Boston. I mean, wow.
It's been very tough for Boston.
Purge probably got up from the
Absolute
PC.
dominance. The fists there from the Thieves. Extreme
Purge dead ass
confidence.
probably got up from
What
the PC.
a
Oh,
result
never
from
mind, he's
them.
still there.
3-0.
He just straight up stopped playing though.
Overload.
He just laid out her.
May as well have been perfect as well. Hydra's gone back to double check the stats.
Oh, wow.
He can't believe it himself. 3-0.
Oh wow.
A superstar performance from the team in red.
I mean, I would imagine Hydra and Scrap maybe on that second half were just arguing about who's getting the most kills. Hydra playing catch up in that regard. Yeah, nonetheless, I mean, listen, LAT make a roster change. Admittedly, at the start of this like split or stage, they're sort of working their way up through the rankings of the COD League. Start at the bottom, but on their way there, some meteoric performances. Scrap and Hydra, as consistently is noted, elite when it comes to the slaying category, but I mean, extraordinarily efficient Call of Duty. One of the best series we've seen played all year for the 3-0 fashion. One of the best SMDs
That was a hot
I've ever
3-0.
seen.
Yes.
Neum Rookie of the Year. I've seen enough.
Mistakes made by LAT.
Love that.
They had
love that,
one
Vivi.
first blood where they didn't roll through, and then they
We
clutched
love
the
that.
3v4 immediately. If you're the coaching staff on LAT, this is the happiest they've been all year. No notes on that series.
No notes at all. Beautiful stuff from us, but I'm sure the desk has got some feelings as well. Guys, it was about as good as it could get.
Yes, that was kind of a nasty series. I'm not going to lie. Search and Destroy is what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes, 49 seconds.
That's probably one of the
GGs
fastest
today, everybody.
Ali, we did say yesterday's scrap had a really,
I
really
will
good
stay
series
here
yesterday.
for the
Today,
interview,
better.
but then after the
Des was
interview, I
saying
am going
Miles
to be
Chance,
hopping off.
MVP
I am going to be hopping off.
You know,
as I mentioned earlier, it is mine and my girlfriend's 6-year anniversary, so
is just like he's
we
always put these numbers
I would
up,
like
you
to
know,
try and
and
hang
that's,
out
I
with
think,
her a
been
little
maybe
more
pain point
today.
for him because it's hard to be on these teams.
Could
and
be she should be
consistently
getting back
one
from
of the
work
best
here
ARs in the
soon,
game,
so
and the results not really showing it.
gonna
So
spend some time with
definitely a
her
big
throughout the
breath for him,
day,
especially a player like
and
that who
hop off the
consistently
stream.
tries to put up
But
MVP
we'll stick
numbers
around
and
for
will
this
his team
interview
through
real
some of
quick,
these
and then
maps.
we'll
You
hop
look at
off.
the highlights, Nameless. I mean, it's just consistent LA Thieves gunning down Boston.
Justice for Kendall.
That play, by the way.
Yeah, that was nasty. I thought he was going to get the pistol kill, too. And get the score.
You're the last guy.
But, you know, you look at this LA Thieves team.
He's not even
and
home
they just
right now, and we're getting a Justice for Kendall.
Guy you guys just highlighted. He just plays
Yesterday,
so fast-paced
she
as
walked
they
in
are.
for
There
like
are
a
not
minute,
many players that play that role.
and we got a
And
Justice
you
for
think about it,
Kendall.
when Kenny was in there, we looked at the numbers. Like, he had a decent amount of
Hey, I
engagements
appreciate
as
that,
well.
Luminous.
But even Neum kind of slowing things down just allows
I'll
Scrap to
tell
just
her
fly
you
and be
said
at his best. And this is
congratulations
why
as
Scrap
well.
had such a good season
Thank you,
last
brother.
year with Ghosty in the lineup. Yeah, this is the LA Thieves team. If they continue to play like this, they're in that discussion with the top teams that we have in Optic, in General Mates. You can just blow by a team like Boston. You know, good things are in the future.
On the flip side for Boston, I don't feel like we got anything out of Cammy and Snoopy today.
I mean, not anybody.
I feel like Nasty and Purge were doing everything they could to try to get something going, to be honest, like even just statistically, but when you have your front runner and Snoopy and your SMG, like when he can't hang with the other two SMGs on the other side of things, that's when I look back at the map vetoes and I'm like, why did we play Blackheart? Like, I don't think that's a strong map for Boston. I can't imagine it going well in scrims. So I don't really know what they were thinking in this series.
To be honest, there was just no hope in this series. They got 6-0, 7-0. Like, the Blackheart, they're both 0-1. So, like,
the hope was at the start, then the hope quickly went away as the series started going on. We take a look at the split standings, and it's really impressive. I mean, LA Thieves at this point in time are 4-0, have yet to drop a series. They're well on their way to securing a first place. I mean, unless what Gentlemates and Optic are up to, obviously they've got more series to play. But for now, LA Thieves, absolutely flawless.
Now, this looks like, to me, what we expected the standings to look like back in Major 1. Like, you've got LA Thieves, you got Gentlemates and Optic and FaZe on the top. You got Miami Heretics kind of as the gatekeepers. The only one that's still pretty, like, kind of off is Toronto Koi, but obviously we're starting to right the ship in that direction. This looks like a more normal standings to me.
And let's go to our scuff play of the game. It was that beautiful 6-0. I said, how many elims did Scrap get? You said infinite. What, 8-0? Come on.
And I said it was infinity. I mean, the guy was having his way, you know, pulling out the sniper, finding kills. I mean, they had success doing whatever they wanted. There was a round where BZ was mid-map and finessed Nasty for like 20 seconds. And you're seeing it right here. At one point, Nasty goes, screw it! I'm going to fly off the top window and just try to fight him. And ends up actually finally getting the kill, but it was so long he gets taken out. And that is what you've come to expect with a BZ. We hadn't seen it too much throughout this game. But
Let's
now
get this interview here, huh?
Indeed. This was, again, 5 minutes and 40-something seconds of S&D pure domination. Scrap going 8-0. This team is looking great. Let's actually talk to one of the players. It's Hydra for our Monster Winner Spotlight. Hydra, beautiful series, man. You made it look easy. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Today was a great day.
Great day indeed. It's always a great day whenever you get a dominant win like that. So talk to me, Neum. You add him in. Clearly, your roster has been performing incredibly well since then. Why do you think teams, at least this time around, are so willing to take risk on challenger players to redevelop the roster and ultimately make them better?
Anniversary, so I was gonna.
I mean, I don't know. I felt there is a lot of people that are good in Challenger. There is a lot of people that are talented. Jay's, I mean, he's phenomenal. I mean, he knows how to play the game. He's a good piece on our team, and he is what we needed for the team. He's like a little bit slower, I feel like, and me, Tyler, and Ernie, we're pretty fast. So I feel like he took good adjustments.
Now, you know,
it's a good balance, I guess.
Now, to follow up on that, you guys weren't playing Blackheart and Colossus in stage 1. Paco, as one of the greatest SMGs the CDL has ever seen, can you explain to me why that is? And all of a sudden now they're in the map pool for you.
I mean, stage 1, we were just trying to, we are still, by the way, trying to figure out what is our best map. And even stage 1, we did try to play every single map and see what we like to go to the major. And this is exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to try to play every single map during this stage and see what happens at Major 2, what we like and stuff.
Absolutely.
That's really good insight. Thanks for kind of giving us a little peek into the LA Thieves. You know, and with this win, it kind of feels like you guys are living more up not only to our expectations, but your own expectations a little bit more as well. And it feels like there's a little bit more separation in the league. And so I want to pick your brain of how many teams do you think right now could go tomorrow and win a major? Like, how many teams are at that caliber at this point in time?
I think probably 8. I was, well, like maybe 6. I think today's game is like a lot of teams are really good at this exact moment. When we scrim, you know, it's we go like 4-4 in scrims a lot of times. It's pretty 50-50. So right now I feel like probably half the teams have a good chance of winning the major, and it's gonna just come up to who's gonna be fired up during the day.
Really appreciate that answer, Paco.
All right, Hydra, hey, you guys are 4-0. You're at the top of the food chain so far. You're looking the strongest. Can't wait to see you in your future series.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you as well, brother. Hey, good interview, good insight.
Yeah, Dexter, that was quick.
Picking up challenger players.
Vivi, where's Puckett? I'm not sure.
I
don't know. They said he's going to be gone this weekend, but he'll be back next weekend. So I'm not really sure where Puckett is.
Like 4-4 in all their scrims. That's pretty impressive for the rest of the league.
Well, we've reached a halfway point of the day. 2 more series to go. We're taking a quick break, but coming
my stream is kind of crashing
facing off against
again.
Royal Ravens. You don't want to miss it.
So I guess the good thing is I was planning on ending stream anyway, but I don't know why my stream is kind of shitting the bed right now. All right, chat. That's going to do it for the stream today. We will not be live tomorrow. We'll obviously be live for the next Thieves match. And we got a video that'll be breaking down these matches from this weekend coming out probably within the next couple days. I'll probably try and work on that tomorrow and get it done early in the week. So that way we could have that one out for you guys. Stream is still just shit in the bed for no reason. But yeah, that's going to do it for the stream today. I apologize. It is a little bit of a shorter one. But we'll be back next week for the Thieves match, and we'll be live for the entire day when that rolls around. So I appreciate y'all who tuned in, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and enjoy the rest of the matches if you continue watching today. But peace out, everybody.